Slap.
Okay, you guys gotta start it.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you live?
I think
Are you live, Josh?
Yep.
Josh.
Are we live?
Josh, I
okay.
can't hear myself. Am I supposed to be able to hear myself?
No.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the Infra-Red
Podcast.
Yeah, look, that's us up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, maybe you should come across a bit so you know.
Hey, it's you.
Where's the video?
We
What
missed
the
it.
fuck
We
is
missed
this?
it. Hang on.
That's what they can see
Episode
right
number.
Oh, okay.
146.
Welcome
I
back
meant to add
to
the
the
audio at the start.
Infra-Red podcast. Your hosts, the Bag Ladies, aka Mr. Simp and
The.
yeah. Today on the podcast we have. Is there a camera looking at you?
Yes, there is. Look.
Alex Television, brother to Ben Television.
Yeah.
Infrared
It's
himself.
actually Alex Taylor-Vivian. If you want to find his Facebook, very easy.
And
Just
stalk
send
the
him a
shit out of
message
me,
and
yeah.
stalk him. You know. So, just
Pop.
what is that? What is that called? That people watch those YouTube
ASMR.
videos where it makes that ASMR. Here's some ASMR for you.
So here we go. He's pouring chips into my saucepan.
I love the audio descriptive.
We are not sponsored by Chili Chips. Kettle Chips. We are not. Okay.
Give me some of that.
Yeah. We got red. We got red wine and not sponsored by Kettle Chips. Okay. Josh, do you want to take it now?
Look, we've got a guest here, and we haven't asked him any questions.
First question. I'll do it. Question 1. Happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
This is the special
Happy birthday!
episode of the podcast. It's Alex TV's birthday.
You
How
know-
old are you now, Alex?
100?
You know, it's in tonight's episode. We're gonna come to the bottom
Answer
of
the
this.
question!
I want to know the bottom of this.
Shut up.
There is no bottom. It is just.
It's just the happy
Wait,
birthday.
hold on, no, there's no bottom of this. You're getting interviewed.
Yeah, no, I mean, why is it happy birthday every time I talk to you guys?
Alright?
I thought we were friends.
But come on, question the cake. Let's get this. Yeah.
Well, what do you do? Why do you do it? When do you do it?
How many times do you do it per day? How vigorous?
Quite often. Yes.
Don't choke on the microphone.
So, well, should we just start at the beginning, I guess?
That's where all good stories start.
Yeah, where all good stories start.
Yeah, tell us what time your birth, your moon sign and star sign.
Sagittarius? I don't know about. I don't know about. Is that the star sign or the moon sign? Nah, okay. Well, since this is going to be an interesting episode. So, Damo, if you pull up my Facebook page.
While he's talking shit, everyone, if you would like to ask any of us some questions, mostly Alex, please ring us on 0417 205 035.
He'll post it. So, where could it even start? So,
Birth.
no, after the birth. So, I've been a DJ for
Did
maybe.
you have like a wet birth or a dry birth?
I have no idea. I've never
Like
actually asked my
into
mother
a
that.
bathtub or like, was it a
feel like
hospital?
you would
What
know.
hospital were you birthed in?
Bunbury Hospital.
Definitely a street birth. It's Bunbury we're talking about.
Yeah, it's Bunbury. Yeah.
Fuck you, anybody from Bunbury.
I love that photo. So,
To our
well,
listeners in Bunbury, this is not for you.
so go into my photos, Damo. If you go into my photos, go see all photos,
Yeah.
right? Then go albums. Go albums.
Hey, who's that? Tell us about this photo.
Tell us
Yeah,
about
no,
this photo.
we'll get into it.
No,
right?
tell us
Alright,
about
we'll
No,
get into it.
no,
We'll get into it.
we'll get into it.
We'll
Okay,
come back.
albums, right? Now scroll down.
You want some chips?
Um,
Hot chips.
Go on.
What, you eat,
okay.
you eat pot?
Try and find
you eat chili
a real
chips?
party
This is
album.
very interesting.
It should be there. Okay. Well,
No,
basically, like, I'll be
You
complete.
need to come in. You're still out of the camera.
So, right, where it all began, right? It all began in high school, in primary school, high school, right? I was bullied to the shit house.
Hell yeah.
Right? I was bullied
Same.
bullied to the
Part of the
shit
club.
house where I didn't even
Part of
have
the club, part of the crew.
yeah, that's it. Part of the shit, right? But I didn't actually have many friends at all, right? And so the thing is that, you know, it got to the stage where people just didn't want to be around me because I guess that, you know, when you're kids, everyone's like a bit of an oddball to an extent, or does this or does that. You're kids, you're growing up, right? Yeah, kids are weird, right?
Fuck kids.
And so, like, I used to just sit on the silver bench by myself, right? Like, I just didn't want to be included with other people, or like, I just did my own thing, right? And teachers used to try and, you know, do welfare checks to make sure I was okay and the whole lot, right? And after a period of time, right, because this probably went on for maybe, it's like year 9 or something. After a period of time, right, some kids approached me and they try to like involve me in their group, right? And I started hanging out with them in like, you know, just doing things on the weekend, doing this and doing that, having fun, right? But I found out later on that they were told to be my friends, right? They were actually told by the teacher that it's like, you know, you have to be mates with this guy. This kid's by himself, you know, look after him, try and do this, do that, right? That hit me fucking hard, honestly. Because it's like, you know, just, you kind of get to the stage where you're like, okay, well, they're not even friends. They're just including me because they've been told.
Man, you know, we're all like that, man.
Yeah.
We're all like that. Most of the people in our group, except for some of them who were the popular kid in school,
Yeah.
some of them get 600 likes on Facebook still when they're like 22. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We were all like that.
That's
we didn't
it.
have friends.
Yeah. And
Like
so,
we all used to hang out with no one.
so I left school in year 10, right?
Misfits.
And so when I left school in year 10, I actually managed to meet like a guy on Xbox Live who turns out was in Bustleton, and he started inviting me out to parties and stuff like that.
I thought that was going way different.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, he started inviting me out to house parties because, like, Busto Senior High. I was at Georgiana Moyes, a completely different school. Started meeting these people, and, like, because of the situation I was in where my parents kind of brought the security industry to the southwest, I was privileged to live on 15 acres and have, like, kind of, I guess, a bit of a bigger house in a way. And I was allowed to throw house parties at mine. So I basically kind of just got the bug of just, like, inviting anybody I could to come hang out and drink and party and do this and do that. I didn't start drinking until I was 18, but it was like,
Work.
yeah, well, yeah, parents were adamant about it. They were just like trying to make sure I was doing the right thing.
Water's number one.
Fun?
Water's number one.
Waters number one,
waters, everyone, waters.
So
waters.
I started like organizing house parties and like kind of growing a little bit of like a, you know, a friendship group, I guess, from that, right? But then, you know, I don't like saying it, but it kind of got to the point where being in Bustleton, it's the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you've got 3 pubs to choose from. There's nothing really to advance from. You can go to house parties, but then, you know, you go to...
People.
It's the same people. It's the same, like, little snow globe group almost. And, like, it sounds mean to say it's a snow globe, but it kind of is just how it is in a way. So, me being a little shit and drinking all the time, partying and stuff, my mum basically, like, pushed me out to actually go and do university. And so it's like, you know, packed my car, a little shitty Toyota Echo, right? Packed it all up, drove to Perth. And then, like, I just had this thought on the drive to Perth, right? And it's always stuck with me where it's like, I'm going to stay on campus with 200 other kids in this, like, area, Erica Underwood, right? And I don't know who they are. You know, like, I have no idea who they could be. They could be internationals, they could be this, they could be that, whatever, right? But they don't know each other as well. They're all taking that step forward. So I didn't want anyone to be treated the way I was treated at school. You know, I didn't want anyone to be like excluded or not a part of it or anything like that. So what I ended up doing was I just kind of went up there and was just a party boy, right? And so if you pull those photos up, right, I was only the photos of me taped to the pole and looks like a witch circle, right? So
Photo.
yeah. So see if you can find the actual other ones where everyone's circling me, right? But like I just went up there. And no one knew each other. You know, it's like on Friday nights they'd have like pizza night and a sausage sizzle thing at the common room where you can go down and it'd just be like to try and get each people to meet each other and make friendships and stuff. But I told the housing people that ran the show, I was like, well, I used to DJ, you know, I used to do down south and this and that. Because when I was down south, I used to say, give me $50 and a carton of beer and I'll just bring speakers and press play. I wasn't really a DJ. I would just press play and
Human
like
jukebox.
Yeah, human jukebox. But that way I could get invited to these house parties and be social and the whole lot. But still, you know, $50 and that was it. Right. So I go to Perth and I tell these people like, you know, well, I've got all the equipment. Can I DJ for the common room? So I used to DJ for the common room, right? And then after, it'd be like, there'd be an after party at my house. So I used to throw all these wicked house parties, right?
Nice.
Which would just like, they get not out of control, but it's just like, you know, it's just
18-year-olds.
it's just a bunch of 18 to 21-year-olds just partying their asses off. English people, Americans, French, anything. Like, just anybody that was, you know, at university at the time. So, yeah, that's it. So I basically helped try and create this little community, right? And so it worked really, really well. But, like, I didn't see, you know, like, I was doing business and I was doing high distinctions in marketing and management, right? But I sucked at business law and accounting and economics and all the other shit, right? So after 6 months, I actually kind of got kicked out of the housing. And the reason why is that, you know, we did things like we built a 3-story funnel and it's probably like that thick. And so this 3-story funnel, you could feel like a 6-pack of beer in it. And it had like a tea section at the bottom. So you actually used to have races with your mates and someone would be 3 stories up pouring beer in the thing
my God.
with a tap.
That's
And
amazing. Where is it now?
It got moldy and shit. I used to just leave it in my shower in the common room, like
Fuck.
with like 7 units kind of thing, like 7 bedroom, and just be in the shower and just like moldy and whatever, trying to clean it out. But we used to just like race each other and, you know, just try and party and make it like a fraternity thing, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Not
nice.
like a frat house or anything, but it's just like anybody and everybody.
I'm getting those vibes though.
Yeah, yeah. And so the thing is as well, is like the people at the housing community actually commended me. They said that out of the whole time that the owner has had it, which is like 30 years, no one has managed to get everyone involved. Because it's like,
Yeah, nice.
I'd throw a house party, right? Like this little tiny shitty unit party, right? And have lights and lasers and stuff shining out into like the little like grassy area and stuff. But, you know, you'd see like, say like some Asian international students, they pull the curtain back, oh, look, there's a house party over there. So I saw it once, like this is just one time, saw it, and like ridiculously shit-faced, ran downstairs, went up to their door, started knocking on the door, and then they were like, couldn't even speak English, was like, come party.
Hell yeah.
So managed to include so many different, like, you know, different people, the whole lot. But it got to the stage where since I was just partying my asses off, they didn't think that I was actually studying or doing anything proper. So I was, but at the same time, all I wanted to do was just have fun whilst I was there.
Yeah.
So with that, basically, like semester 1 had finished, right? And the semester 2 kids has kind of come in. So I was like, all right, to welcome all the semester 2 kids, let's throw a house party again. So the semester 2 kids came in. Once again, no one knew each other, introduced, got people to play Twister, do this, do that, whatever, right? But the day after, I had like a 40-year-old guy who was going to move in, who's like from India or something like that. And so they were trying to get me to actually like be involved with all this. But when they showed him the room, I didn't realize that they were going to show him the room the day after a house party. So there's like a goon bag stuck to the table. Like
Fuck.
basically like couches were moved. There was beer cans all over the place. It was like,
no.
yeah, it was like a mess, right? So with that, they evicted me on the terms of that I couldn't replace the twister mat. They gave me like a 2-page thing and said that because I couldn't return the property that I actually lent out, like, you know, sign your name out, take the twister equipment for a house part. Yeah, and I
Put you
just
out in a board game.
wait, what?
Force sound on a board game.
Yeah, that's it. So they literally, I just said, well, it's like I can't help it if someone tied the twister mat around their neck and ran off like Superman. Like I don't know where it went.
You forgot about it.
Yeah, some guy literally just, you know, just ran off with it, right? But see if you can find the photo of me on the ground, passed out.
Mr. Capers,
I think
your
I
idea.
found it.
But so like that was uni for me, right? And that's when I like officially caught the bug of just partying and.
So
music
how
and all.
long were you actually at uni? How long was one semester?
Well, a semester is 6 months, right?
And how long was the course supposed to be?
So it was supposed to be like 3.5 years.
And you only did 6 months.
So I did 6 months there.
Oh, and then you went self. Okay.
Then I went down to Busselton, kept trying to keep doing my uni, but doing it online, I found an absolute nightmare to organize people to do like, you know, meetings for, you know, let's try and get our marketing assignment done. You got a team of 4, and it's like no one wants to do it. No one.
Oh, sorry.
So
I think I sent out some photos.
So with all that though, right? Basically, like, see if you can find the photos, right? Because there's photos of me like with all these groups of friends. Yes, like I took some English people down south to like Busselton, and like
Is this them?
we watched Lord of the Rings extended editions, and then
Hell yeah,
and then
fuck yeah.
there was a drinking game, and I passed out first. Like, not those photos. Go back to the other photos, like the group.
What were the rules for the Lord
That
of the
one?
Rings?
Just look up Lord of the Rings drinking game. It's insane. You get shit faced. Go
Involved.
click the X.
Okay.
I should have prepared. I should have. Okay, go back up. Go back up a bit more. All right.
We got albums.
No. Go back to photos. Yeah. Now scroll down. Scroll down more.
And then
No.
photos that you
Stop. No,
posted?
go back. Go back. Scroll down a bit. No, stop. I go up a little bit. There should be one of me passed out. See, no. That's not Matt. That's not me. That's a friend. Up, left. Left. No, to the right. The one of the grass.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So I used to have people dancing and partying up there.
Nice.
Like that's me up there on the left hand side with my DJ equipment, speakers, the whole
Oh,
lot.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, and that
Nice.
was, and so you can see it was 3 stories. We used to have the funnel. If you go back a few photos,
Funnel out of that window.
like
Can we talk about the $847 bill?
yeah, leave page. No, leave page.
I was like,
Oh, what the?
yeah, no, I had to like. It's alright.
What? So
Yeah.
the ambulance bill that was there. Okay, so that was really funny. I went from Busselton to Perth. Yeah, click the ambulance bill. So went from Busselton to Perth, stayed at a mate's place, right? And basically it was like Thanksgiving for him, and so basically he just decided to ride himself off, get hell drunk, and he like puked up on the train, and we had no idea where we were. We've never been in Perth like on the train system before. So we just got off at some like train station. We took him to a grassy area, right? And he was just like, we're trying to help him like get somewhere. He's passed out in the grass. So me and a friend, we called the ambulance, right? Because we thought like, well, fuck, he probably needs his stomach pumped or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it was so funny because whilst he's passed out, we kept punching him in the ass, kept punching him in the bum, right? And so then
Why were you punching him in the bum?
because as soon as he woke up, right, and got in the ambulance, he looked at the paramedic and was like, my bum hurts. Yeah, it was the funniest shit
Was he
ever.
pissed when he found out about this?
Yeah, he was. He got the bill and was like, all right, we'll chip in, we'll help you out.
If
So-
you want to get in contact with Alex's mate, his address is
Yeah. Wait, go out of that though,
No,
Damo.
well, let's use it. 23
Go out.
Monterey Drive, Woodvale.
No. Yeah,
What's
go
his
out
name?
of that.
Mr. Jonathan
Canny.
Canny.
Yeah, go out of that.
Mr.
though.
Jonathan Canny, we know the real reason you were fucked in the ass
All right, so
by
scroll
Alex and
up.
his mates.
Now, yeah, so
True
click the
story.
one of that, yeah. So that's the funnel there like that.
Nice.
It
We should
was-
make it for Quigley.
Yeah, it was nuts.
No one would do it.
Like, it was crazy. The worst night I've ever had on alcohol.
Is that Ben?
No, that's another mate of mine. He
so
lives in
Ben.
Canada now. But the worst night I've ever had on my life from alcohol, right, is literally we filled that, and I thought it was like Guinness, right? They actually filled it full of port. And so what happened was,
Fuck. How did
basically-
you not know?
why would you put that?
no,
in
because
the
I just like
funnel?
kept drinking it. Like it was already tipsy. So we did that, right? And a mate of mine actually put his thumb over the hole, so he didn't have to drink it. And I drank a whole thing of port. It was probably like 3 cups, 4 cups. Woke up with pink fingernails, pink toenails, and there was a video of me just so drunk, walking like with everyone else. We're just like going to a different like unit for a house party, but there's like a hill. And like I'm just sitting there and just like I just say some gibberish. It's on Facebook somewhere. I wish I could find it.
This vessel has too much power. It should never be recreated.
I'm gonna do it.
I threw a goon bag at one of my mates, right? And then I just started like, you can see my leg bend, and then I just started like walking backwards down this hill, and everyone's like, he's gonna fall over, and I was like, nah, fuck you guys, like this whole lot. So go out of that though, Damo. See if you can find. So this is all just me at uni though, and like I wasn't a professional DJ or anything like that. I just DJ'd for these people. Go up. So you see the groups of people?
These
No,
ones? These
down
ones?
these ones, yeah. So like this is just like one group of mates that we used to like. I brought all of these people together.
Nice. Good
They
work.
had
Fuck yeah.
no idea who each other were or anything like that. But we
Do you
just
talk to any of these people anymore?
yeah, no, I do, yeah, quite.
Do they come to any of your parties?
Nah, like most of them are international or they've all moved on.
Oh,
over
because it
East
was
or-
like boarding houses, kind of.
yeah, boarding house. Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone was
yeah,
there for like a
yeah.
year. Go out of that one. Go to the next one.
Yep.
So yeah, go. Yeah, to the right.
That one, they can't see that.
No, down. That one, yeah. Yeah, so like another group of mates, and they all just like, we just had so much fun.
Yeah,
Like,
nice.
we all just used to just drink and party and the whole lot. Go out of that. So I threw a party, right, because the semester 2 kids are coming in, right, and then I got kicked out. I literally got I got a thing saying you've been evicted because you can't return Twister mat, right? So all my friends found out, right? And when they found out, because we threw I threw a going away party, right? I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I've been evicted. All right, let's throw another party because I'm going. Fuck you guys, right? So I threw another party, and then in the morning I was so hungover, and one of my best mates I still keep in contact with, he knocked on my door. Click on the photos of me getting taped to the pole, Damo. So, like in school when you get the teddy bears and everyone signs the teddy bear, right? Basically, I opened the door and I was like, oh, what do you want? And he tackled me to the ground. 3 other people came in, picked me up, carried me down 2 flights of stairs, right? And then taped me to a light post, right? And they literally take me to a light.
Photos are like you getting like tied up, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're like in despair." And then like third photo was just like, "Oh," and then they ended up worshiping you to the pole.
That's it. Like, click through the other ones though, Damo. So like you can see, people were riding on me and the whole lot. They taped a goon bag to my stomach, right? And everyone had a go at drinking from the goon bag from my stomach, right?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, like that. Everyone was just doing that. And then one of my friends, who I still kind of keep in contact with, but he's a dickhead, he literally smashed an egg on my head. Because I don't know, he just wanted to do it right. And after that, that's when the joke was over. Because I wasn't like I was upset or anything. But I was like, this is fucked. Like, why would you smash an egg on my head, right? So
I would smash something on your head, but it'd probably be vegan, like a berry or something.
yeah. So that was my time at uni, right? And so after uni, right, I moved back home, and then I started hanging out with my Boston friends again, the whole lot. Then I moved back to Perth, and I moved to Coburn, right? And when I moved to Coburn, funnily enough, you know how there's the Claremont killer, right? Claremont serial killer?
Vaguely.
Yeah. It was in the 90s or the 80s or something.
Oh,
it was
in the
a while,
90s,
it was a while ago, right? So it turns out, because one of my closest mates from Boston, his cousin was looking for a place to live. So I ended up moving in with him into Coburn, right? And in those brand new apartments off the train station. And once again, it was just party central. If you go through my photos, you might be able to find a photo of me carrying walking a shopping trolley with about 10 cartons of beer on it, right? So moving into this apartment, right? Basically, most of it was Homes West. We found out, like, it was just hilarious. So all we used to do was just party our asses off and this and that. I bought a smoke machine from China, and it was like 1,500 watts, right? And so we used to put plastic bags on the smoke detectors, and we used to just like fill the whole entire apartment up full of smoke. And so this one time, a mate of mine, right, he opened the outside door, and then to like slowly, we used to just open it to let the smoke seep out, right? But then he also opened the door to the hallways and created a vacuum, filled the whole entire hallway full of smoke, right? And, you know, used to be a bit of a stoner back then. So basically what ended up happening was the fire brigade rocked up, I'm cooked as all shit, right? And I go out and have to try and talk to the fire brigade being like, no, I bought a smoke detector. The place isn't on fire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And they're like, just don't do it again. It's completely fine. But the guy with the Claremont serial killer, it was actually his son. I'm pretty sure it's his son or grandson or something like that.
Fuck.
Which we had no idea about, right? But with living with that guy, they started going to we're talking about this just before. So the guy NACL, who played at your last Soon party, right? I actually know him from Coburn. His name's Kerrod. Cool dude. Just like went separate ways and.
Oh yeah, I know Kerrod. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Like really nice guy. His cousin actually used to throw events like through house parties and stuff like that. So we used to get these invites to that, and then his cousin actually started like Monarch and like these big events at Amber. So my roommate didn't know how to DJ, and I taught him. I basically just like, you know, from not knowing how to DJ myself, not getting professional training, I was like, well, this is how you kind of mix songs, like from what I could gather. So basically what ended up happening, right, was he started getting gigs at Monarch and all these big Ambar events, right? And then after that, I was still at uni and the whole lot, dropped out and moved on and moved to another place, right? And then when I moved to this other place, I ended up...
Wait, we got a caller.
We got a caller?
We got a caller.
Okay.
Sorry, we got to answer it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you're live on the Infra-Red podcast.
Who is it?
Hello.
Hello, friend. Where are you calling from?
Where are you calling from? No, where are you calling from? What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Delorok.
Delorok Sajinsky.
Is that my brother?
Delorok,
I'm
no, it's
calling
Delorok
from
Sajinsky.
Bombay Sapphire.
You're from Bombay Sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you here. What's your question?
My question is for Josh.
It's a question for you, Josh.
Hello.
What happens to the actin and myosin in the human body when it goes into a catabolic state?
Go on, Josh. Answer the question.
Yeah, answer the question, Josh.
Can I phone a friend?
Are you gonna call it from?
Yeah.
But
Wait, you can't actually. Wait. He's an hamburger.
what the fuck is going on?
We're just gonna call a friend.
Okay.
While we're waiting, can I have some of that wine, please?
Yeah. I hope this isn't caught.
My phone can't do it. It can't make a call.
Why not? What
You got mine?
do you mean?
Press that.
His phone's not being able to make a call. Something is going on.
What's wrong with your phone?
Restart it. This is why you don't buy Apple.
Wait.
But look, continue from where I off. Where are you trying to call me?
No.
I think he's
We
trying
have another caller.
We have another-
caller.
All right, we have another caller.
Wait, can you?
Okay.
Josh has just rung Alex to ask him your question.
Okay.
Can you ask Alex? No, you've got to ask your question. It was asked to you.
God
What
damn.
was the question?
Oh, okay. Can you say the question again?
What happens to the actin and myosin in the human body when it goes into a catabolic state?
I have no idea.
Wait, what's your job these days? Aren't you?
Yeah.
Drive around in that as well.
Yeah, I do drive around it. No.
So surely you would know this.
Wait, say it again. Something about catabolic state.
What happens to the actin and myosin in the human body when it transitions?
Yeah, you've lost me. I have no idea.
All right. Well, what happens, Ben? Apparently, none of us know. Damien, do you know? No. Well, you're gonna have
It
to.
shuts down?
Can we Google it?
No, there's no Google here. What's the answer, Ben?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Okay, so if anybody knows the answer to Ben's question,
Call in.
can you call in and answer it, please? You want to repeat it one more time for the audience, Ben?
What happens to the actin and myosin?
That's
in the
bad
human
for the
body
fucking-
when it transitions into a catabolic state?
Yeah, cool. So if anybody knows the answer, just call in. Any other questions, Ben? No, we're gonna have to continue back on our story from Alex.
I'm going to bed now.
All right, thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What was your
love
name
you.
again? Sorry.
Laura.
Laura Sajinsky. Okay, thanks, Laura Sajinsky, for ringing in. We really appreciate it. Have a good
All
night.
right, intermission's over. If anyone else wants to call in, Damo, can you please post Major's number, please?
Yes, of course.
So, I ended up moving to South Perth, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then backtrack. Whilst I was in Coburn, I actually started working at my uncle's pub. So my uncle owned the Flying Scotsman pub, and so with that, I was a dishy, a glassy. I was a bartender for a little bit, and I was also a little bit of a cook as well. And, you know, managed to like learn bits and skills and this and that. But the thing that got me the most is that I just wanted to party and DJ and just like have fun, right?
Head to the Scotto, bro.
Yeah, that's
Hell yeah, brother.
And so the thing is with that, right, is that I managed to meet all the DJs there. Because since I was the nephew, all I would do is, like, every time I was working, like, go do my job. But then I'd go and talk to the DJs and figure out, like, how they doing this, how they doing that, what music they're playing, the whole lot. But I was so fortunate because I managed to meet this guy who literally was the DJ at Capital Nightclub. And he was the most cool. I still hang out to him this day. He's my best mate. And he is just the funnest guy to be around. He knows anything and everything about music, right? He was the DJ
Wait. Funner than me and Josh?
on par.
You've not got the job.
No, he's pretty high up there.
I don't know.
But-
I don't believe it.
But the thing is, right?
Have you asked him to host your podcast?
Nah, I've tried to get him on. But him and his brother, they ran Death Disco at Capital Nightclub for 12 and a half years, right? And basically, they just gave me like a you know, and opening arms to come and hang out. So I used to go downstairs at the VIP room at Capital every single Saturday and like party and
big VIP.
Yeah, but, like,
boy.
anybody
Very
that would-
important pussy.
anybody that came to Perth, right, that was like some sort of big name or anything like that, I would get to hang out with them one on one.
Who'd you get to meet?
Oh yeah, do you know Fundamentals?
Oh yeah, fuck
Yeah, I've had.
The rappers, right? Or
Yeah,
is
the
that
rappers.
Rudimentals?
No, that's Fundamentals rappers. Man, I literally just got pissed with them one night.
Fuck yeah.
Waifu. Do you know?
Waifu.
Yeah, Waifu. Yeah. Yeah,
I actually don't know.
No, Waifu, who's over in Sydney. Like there was heaps of guests, and people from England, America, the whole lot. Literally,
Nice.
just used to get pissed with them.
Did you ever get Oh, we got another caller.
Yes.
Hello, Major speaking.
If you want to dial in, dial in.
Yeah. You got a caller. I want to speak to you, Alex. Go ahead. You can speak.
Why'd you shut it?
What?
What's your question? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, why'd you shut the Scotsman? That place was fucking sick.
Alex and shut.
Oh, no. So the reason why the Scotsman shut, right, was basically what ended up happening was with the Velvet Lounge, right, we started getting noise complaints because we had some people move in down the road, right, and they bought a sound decibel meter and would go and stand out on their balcony and read the levels right, contact the city account, the council of Mount Lawley, right, or Vincent, whatever, and actually just say like, well, we're in our bedroom and we can
That's
hear.
fucked.
And they were literally saying like, we can hear the drums from our bedroom. We can't sleep, right? But it's the day old thing of like, well, you moved next to a fucking pub.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
Fuck that.
And so when that happened, we stopped live music. We couldn't do it because we kept getting complaints, and there was like potential to get like, you know, a $20,000 fine or something like that, which would have been the nail in the coffin for the Scotto. So we try to work around that.
Oh, wait. So did you guys own like the Velvet Lounge instead of the Scotto? Because I know like the Velvet Lounge changed over to that fucking
Caboose, yeah.
wanky fucking Caboose. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, so my uncle owned that. Yeah, he owned Caboose, he owned Defectors upstairs as well. He owned the whole entire place.
Oh man, like unless you got a fuckload of money to spend, fuck putting gigs on in the city. Like you see how much the Resman had to spend just to get that thing up and going.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Not cancelled.
But the thing is,
cool. Sorry, I
that's all good.
thought you were saying you like owned the Scotto, and I was just gonna get angry about the.
So what is your complaint?
I mean, the thing is that so at one point I might have been making you those steaks.
What's your name, man?
Hey man, it's Will.
Will's called in. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers for watching, Will. Like,
The steaks when that we're going.
Oh, fuck yeah. Just to let you know, before we hang up, I'm vegan.
but so that's the thing. It was so unfortunate.
I just said I'm vegan.
But it was so unfortunate because the Scotto went downhill, and it went downhill just because like we got rid of the live music. We tried to do things that we could, but then both the street festival wasn't on anymore, and then we tried to do things and do this and do that. I tried to like help out and throw events as well there. Like my uncle would actually let me use the Velvet Lounge on Wednesday just to get. I used to run an event called Residence. And so this event called Residence, right, I just posted it all on Facebook, the whole lot in the early days, being like, if you want to play somewhere at a professional venue that has a professional sound system, because we had everything there, all you had to do is just turn the CDJs on and start playing.
But you know that kind of thing, you know, like the fact that venues pop up and they're really good for a while and then they close down.
Yeah.
It's not like an issue with the area itself. It's an issue with Perth overall.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough people going out to clubs.
That's it.
So you've got Leaderville that was really cool for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
And you had Mount Lawley that was really cool with the Scotto for a couple of years,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
And
no, it wasn't even a couple of years. It was
Whatever it
20
was.
years.
And then Fremantle, which used to be really good, and now there's like nothing there. And, you know, Metro Sphere is disgusting, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the city. Now there's so many events on. I was just talking to my friend the other day that
But
it's just
that's
like
it.
yeah, there's so many events on that people have got a plethora of choice, but it still feels like Perth is dead
That's the
because it's all just like one event that's so big and nobody wants to go out again.
That's what happened. It's like they couldn't put bands on and get people like international guests or overseas guests and buy onto that like into the tour or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they stopped that, right? So it stopped becoming more of a like, let's go watch a band then go to the pub after, in a way. But on top of that as well, right, is that sorry, where was I going with that? Because Beaufort Street Festival stopped doing it, right? So it used to be you start at the bottom of Beaufort Street Festival and you work your way to the top, right? And Scotto was at the top of the hill. Civic Hotel was a bit further, but who fucking cares about the Civic Hotel, right? So,
Ooh, Civic Hotel.
yeah. But the thing is with that, right,
I hope we
is
don't get
that
sued.
before the Scotto closed, right, it was because these bar pop things were popping up. Pineapple Club, Ice Cream Club. All of these things were popping up, which were taking the money away from brick and mortar venues.
But again, that's the problem, right? Like, I mean, you should be able to have these pop-up venues, and then still be able to have a night at the Scotto.
Yeah.
The point I was making is that there's just not enough people in Perth.
It just doesn't
Exactly.
seem like
Shit.
there's the same kind of matched want for like live music or like entertainment at night and stuff like that. Like compared to other places, it just is weird.
do you know what's really...
And that's like, you know, that's because like the whole planet Perth is building out rather than up.
Do you want to know something really interesting though, right? So the guy that used to run Sets on the Beach, right? This is like all in... It's Sets on the Beach doesn't exist anymore, right? But basically, he used to throw that, and it was kind of like the step forward into these little parties opening up, like Ice Cream Factory and the whole lot, right? But he approached Melbourne. He went over to Melbourne and said, can we try and do Sets on the Beach here? Or try and do things like that? The Melbourne government literally told him to fuck off. And the reason why is because they saw how bad it was for brick and mortar established venues that pay rent year in, year out, right? But then
something nice beaches to do it on, so fuck that.
Yeah. But it was one of those things where it is like, how can something pop up for a month and then disappear? And then everyone wants to go to Ice Cream Factory for a month. And then, all they get all that attention, but then after that they disappear. Whilst
I mean, I agree with you, but that Ice Cream Factory, whatever, they've got the backing of the government or whatever it is who's who's putting it on? Is it the Shire?
No, it's not the Shire. No, it's just a bunch of guys.
Well,
it's like
they've got the backing. So
Yeah.
they've got the money, and then they're bringing in international acts.
Yeah.
Whereas the local bars, none of these international acts are going to just play at them.
Yeah.
The industry that surrounds like that kind of setup of an event as well. Like, surely there should be an option for them to host that occasionally, so that those people have like a job, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. Or like work in partnership with brick and mortar venues or something like that. Because, you know, at the end of the day,
parties, all that kind of stuff.
yeah, because at the end of the day, Brisbane Hotel still pays rent day in, day out, but they have to try and reinvent themselves to keep up to date with what kids are going to and the whole lot. Kids don't spend money, but the thing is though, is like if it's popular and there's heaps of people around. Like I was talking to one of my work colleagues about this yesterday actually, where in a venue, right, what makes a good venue? The atmosphere, the people, the prices, like the music, which kind of falls under atmosphere, and what does it look like? It's like the 5 things. So are there dickheads in the venue? Is it family friendly? Okay, well, you're not going to take families there, right? Are the prices too expensive? Is it bougie and it's like $40 for a cocktail, you know, and then you only get that clientele? Is it falling apart? You know, like the Scotsman was a legend in itself, but the carpets were dirty, you know, it's chewing gum underneath tables and all that. But it was iconic for being an old school pub. Wait, what?
I can't say it on live, sorry.
Oh, okay. But it's
Not
those
yet. One day.
But it's those things that make a good venue. You know, you look at the market grounds, right? And it tries to target to being classy, upper class, like next to BHP Shell buildings, the whole lot, right? It's 1,000-person capacity. Yeah. It's got really nice food. It's got really nice drinks, and it's very new. It hits all of those nails on the head. So that's why it's been so popular.
But it's still just those venues though. Like it's not that it's bad, but it's just a run of the mill venue with not that it's great that we're not supporting local DJs, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a run of the mill venue with
pub.
drinks. It's just a pub. That's it.
It's just a pub,
that's it.
It's a
And there's
bar.
nothing special about it.
But
And the fact that they are in place, which is great to bring up local DJs, it takes space away from groups that want to put on events.
Yeah.
Like Soon, like Restless, like Salute, whatever it might be, those ones that want to go out there, they can't get those venues because that venue is just making enough money, just bringing whatever DJ they want, whatever every weekend, and just serving drinks.
Yeah.
As cool. It's there. It's great. People having a good time, but it's just not. It's not good. I don't feel like it's a good for the industry. Right?
It should be like more spaces that share like other creators. Like it's hard to kind of like create something if you don't have the space.
The amount of times Soon has we've established contacted clubs.
Just quickly, so you guys are part of Soon? Like, yeah, it's
You already
established
know
that.
we are.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
in
but
there,
for
isn't it?
this, thing,
We are part of a group called Soon. Alex is interested in it.
Yeah.
We're interviewing him.
We're interviewing you.
yeah,
It's a constant issue with like trying to get into those venues.
yeah.
It's
But
a
that's where you have to
constant
have a
rope
name.
pull.
But that's where you have to have a name and have an event almost like you guys do. But say Market Grounds, since it's been open, it's the Motif Crew, and the Motif Crew do beach parties. They do this, they do that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And so the Motif Crew, it's only Saturday nights, every Saturday night, Motif Crew, and it's their DJs, and they do cycle and get new people involved in the whole lot, right?
But do you think
The
Ongoing
same
format
music.
though. It's not like different shows or anything like that. It's like it's the event.
Do you
Yeah,
think
it's
the
the same
people
music.
going there know that?
Well, that's it. People just go there because they know they can have a fun time at Market
Exactly.
Grounds.
So that's my exact point.
Yeah.
They don't know it's the Motif Crew.
Yeah.
Right?
You get regulars
And-
going to like venues.
There'll
as
be
well, like, they
regulars,
don't
right?
mind
But I mean,
whatever.
even our walk-ins at the event, it's at Geisha, right? Like on Boxing Day, people coming from Breakfast would have had no idea that Soon was on there. They were just
Yeah.
walk-ins.
That's it, yeah.
And then our second event there again, it was just walk-ins.
Yeah.
They don't know who the event is. I'm sure they came in and had a good time and like, fuck yeah, Soon. Now we'll come to the next event.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that we were running an event.
Yeah.
So is that helping the industry or is it just people going out randomly? So obviously it's partial these groups putting on random events and partial people not caring enough to find out what's going on.
Yeah. Just quickly as well, because I want to do a shout out. But so at the Scotsman, they used to have a thing in the Velvet Lounge called Liquid Lounge. And so this guy called Andy Carpenter, he's been in the industry for a long time. He actually runs Bass Watch and a few other drum and bass events in
yeah.
Perth. Like he's helped pioneer drum and bass in Perth. Like alongside Inhibit Crew and the whole lot. At least this is from my perspective. But he, like going back to with me getting into the industry and stuff like, he took me he showed me quite a few different things about that industry and the whole lot, alongside the other guy who played at Capitol and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a bit of a sidetrack. Just wanted to do
What
that
was the
shout
shout out exactly? That guy?
out. Yeah, to Andy Carpenter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Shout out Andy Carpenter.
Yeah. yeah.
We for you, bro.
But what? So, well, should we have this discussion about events in Perth and?
Just a quick shout out to La Villette Wine. Again, they don't sponsor this show whatsoever. It's very nice. It's from 2019 Noor Verde.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers, Major. So, Josh, you're pretty quiet over there. What about? What do you think?
No, wait. We're not
Okay.
done on you.
Okay.
We haven't. You haven't.
We are the hosts here.
No. But you've given us a lot of information. But how did you get into starting the podcast?
So, I got taken under this guy's wing who was at Capitol, right, for 12 years. He showed me how to DJ properly. I just went
Nice.
to every event, everything that he did. He said, "Do you want to come down?" Right, and I would just go and hang out with him because, like, I had a guest on ages ago called Genga, like a long time ago. He's one
Yeah,
of my
I know Genga.
Yeah,
We
one of
know
my
Genga.
favorite episodes ever because he broke it down, DJing at a personal level. Where when you go out and you go to a nightclub or a pub or a bar and you go for 6 hours, 2 hours, whatever the situation is, right? If something's affecting your personal life or stress or money worries or something's happening, right? When you go out there and you're in the corner providing music to a pub or a venue or whatever's going on, right? People don't see that. People don't know what you're going through. They just see you're the guy in the corner, right? But then you got to provide a level of entertainment. You have to jump around, have fun, do this, do that. Like something I've always stuck by, which I've cut back on now, but I used to play a long song, right? Run down to the bar, get 2 shots of tequila, run back to the DJ booth, and then play the tequila song. So then people are like, okay, where the fuck's the DJ going, right? Okay, he's got shots, and then I play tequila, and I do shots of tequila at the tequila part. Then like, fuck, he's ready for a good night.
Nice.
But the thing is, people see that, right?
What?
Inspiration.
Yeah, it's
fuck yeah.
inspiration. But people see that and go, well, fuck, let's have a party. Let's have a great time, right? But that's the thing with DJing. So when you go out and you do these things and you're on stage, you're providing
You're a performer.
Yeah.
And you think about it. It's
yeah,
good. It's
you're
cool.
providing your energy to this,
I
right?
like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good dude.
Yeah, thank you. Right. But Genga put it in black and white, where it's like, you know, if something's really affecting you, you can't let that affect your work. You know, you got to basically put a mask on and go to work, right? Be happy, jolly, the whole lot. So from hanging out with this guy, right, it's so much fun because he showed me how, like, you know, people dance and have a good time, but you have good nights, you have bad nights, right? And sometimes you might be like, you know, Northbridge Brewing Company, for example, you'd be upstairs in the back end of the corner. You know, people would be dancing downstairs, but then people don't know where the DJ is almost, right? It's like, you know, because you're hidden away. So I used to go and just hang out with him and just keep him company because, you know, like if you're there for a 5-hour, 6-hour DJ set, you know, it might not build up until 9 p.m. But if you start at 6 p.m., you know, at least someone's there to hang out and have a good time and just be there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good sundowner anyway.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But from doing that, I've watched everything he did because he used the same equipment as me. And that's why I've always been a Tractor fan. I just don't like Pioneer and everything like that because watching this guy who'd played at Capitol for 12 and a half, 13 years, right? And he only ever used that. He used to use CDJs and Pioneer, but then he jumped onto that, right? And watching how he did things and mixed things and did this and did that, it was just such inspiration because it was like, I want to do that. You're playing all these cool venues. You're doing this. Like, it looks like so much fun, even though some night, you know, you have good nights, bad nights, the whole lot. But it's just so cool being able to be open format and mix rock and roll with hip hop and hip hop with hard style and this and that and just be able to do
Hip-hop
what
with hard style?
it's possible. You told me for your event, for your party, I had to play what?
You had to be an Irish live a cappella band. Yeah. It's very different. It's got nothing to do with being DJ.
Yeah, I know. I'll pull through. Somehow I will pull through. Yeah, that's it. I will organize this and this will happen and I'll be the singer.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. But
Happy birthday to me.
after a period of time of just watching and hanging out, he started giving me work. And so that's when I actually went off and started becoming a bit more of a DJ at different venues and getting to play at places like the Peach Pit in Scarborough. It used to be called the Squire's Fortune. No, Squire's Fortune. Yeah. And so with that, at one stage I had a residency there every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They really liked the music I played.
Nice.
And being able to do that every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 hours every gig. It was good money. I could survive off of it, right? And on top of that, doing 18 hours every Friday, Saturday, every weekend, I managed to really increase my skills because I got the opportunity. People come on this podcast and they ask, like, you know, how do you break into the industry more? It's networking, it's socializing.
100%.
Like, everyone says it, but the thing is, it's the dedication.
Yeah.
People don't realize it's like you can go like with Nevermind Small Club. You can go to Nevermind Small Club and actually go there maybe, I don't know, out of 52 weeks of the year, go 20 weeks of the year, right? But if you go there and you get involved and you have fun and you just make sure everyone else has a great time and you're social and then you eventually met Ace, then Ace would have seen you and been like, well, you're a DJ as well? Yeah, well, do you want to go? And then, you know, you practice, you do whatever, you go up there and you show them what's what and you do a really good set.
Are you saying you DJ'd at Nevermind?
No, never, no. But I'm just saying it's like as an idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's the dedication. You can't just go 6 months of DJ and be like, I want to play at Capitol or play at Magnet House. You know,
Depends on what they're looking for.
pardon?
Depends on what they're looking for.
It depends on what they're looking for. But unless you know the right people to get into that area, how are you supposed to do it? You know, so like when I was living in Coburn, my roommate, right, he was a DJ and he played at Ambar and did this and did that. But then he wanted to take like some time off and he went and learned some music courses and he learned how to make really sick drum and bass. Problem is, he disappeared from the scene for 9 months. When he disappeared from the scene for 9 months, he came back to the scene being like, where is everyone? And everyone's like moved on, gone to different places or done this, done that or whatever. Some people were still in the industry, but they weren't involved with these events anymore. So he couldn't get gigs. Because, you know, everyone says become a producer. But people don't realize that when you're a DJ, you got to be a graphic designer, producer, a marketer. You know, you got to run your own business basically. And they just don't understand it. So with me, I made my DJ page and this and that. And I try to, you know, make it big in the Perth industry. I didn't. I just got to play at pubs and bars. But they were still so much fun.
What about now?
Well, no, I don't play nightclubs or anything. But because of Death Disco, I got to play at Amplifier maybe like 7 or 10 times or something like that. and Capital twice
So
as well.
coming forward then, right, from everything you've just said, you said you've gone through like what, plus 15 years of DJing.
Or 10 years, yeah.
10 years of DJing, and, you know, still had a speaker system for even longer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. But like, I mean, you go through all these cool things. You played at Capital and whatever.
yeah.
But like, what are you doing now then?
Well, I just do the podcast and I go to work. Instead of being like chasing gigs and this and that, now it's gotten to the point where I get given work and like I don't turn it down. I take anything and everything I possibly can get.
Yeah.
But it's not a hobby anymore. It became a job. And
You don't want it as a hobby anymore?
well, it's like having the dream job. It's like that's like what people say. Like, you know, for example, I'll reference like Flash Cult. Say Flash Cult, Harrison Charlotte, right? He has openly said multiple times on Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that, when people ask him questions, it literally is the dream job for him. He's playing at a nightclub, and it can be like, you know, finishing at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., going home or whatever. But when you're up on, people don't realize when you're up on stage and you make everyone have a good time, dance, sing along the whole lot, you know, it's just this feeling. It's like a heartwarming feeling because they're having so much fun.
Nice.
When you guys throw events and raves, right? Similar thing.
Yeah.
It's like you threw a successful rave, 150 people go or whatever, and they're like, I have never done that before. I've never been in a tunnel rave thing, right?
Yeah.
And they just go, when's the next one? But it's a similar thing. That's when it's like you go and play it, you know, for me at Squire's Fortune, people started becoming locals because they knew I was playing there and I'd take requests to do this, to do that. And it became more than just a job. It became the funnest thing possible. Problem is that COVID stuffed everything up, so then I wasn't full-time DJ anymore. But backtracking to that, right? Basically, like, when, you know, I started taking as much work on as possible, doing this, doing that, and I record every single DJ set, and I've always done it, and I've got about 870 DJ sets uploaded.
Fuck, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. And the reason why, right, I started doing that was because I was that dedicated that every set I did, I recorded, I'd go home, I'd re-listen to it. Re-listen to exactly what I played the day after or that night or
And
whatever.
you still do that?
No, not anymore. But the reason why is because then I could go, that song doesn't work with that song. That
You were
doesn't.
dedicated.
Yeah.
This is why I don't want to be a teacher.
Yeah. But I was just like, you know, that works with that. That doesn't work with that. Maybe I should do this bit better. Maybe that song will work with that. Thinking about it from an outsider's perspective. Because when people are dancing, they could just be drunk as all fuck. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could just be like wasted after having a few tequila shots or whatever and they just dance to anything.
Some don't notice.
Yeah, some don't notice, yeah. But it's being able to learn how to leave an impact so they do notice and they want to come back and have more fun. Because it's just like with the bar, right? If you've got a band on and the band's really good, or you've got a DJ and they're really good, they're going to spend more money because they'll have a dance, they have a boogie, they'll stick around till midnight. But if it's a bar that has nothing on, it's like a Saturday night, nothing's on, it's just like a food special or something like that. You're busy through dinner and then it drops off. Nothing to keep people around. Entertainment is designed to like, at a venue to make more money at that venue. So
sorry. What about now? You're not interested in doing that anymore. You're not.
No,
you don't want to produce.
No.
You're not interested.
I tried producing for 4.5 years, couldn't get my head around it.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
And you're just interested in just doing it for fun now.
Well, it's still a job. It's still,
Just money. That's it. That's all it is.
no,
to you?
it's not money. No. It's like that's why I take any gig. If it's like $150, like I started DJing for these emo punk guys. So shout out to All Time No Money, and you know they would give me $100 for 4 hours or something like that. But the fact of the matter is that I would go and play, say, in Scarborough, and I'd go play Scarborough Beach Bar, and I'd be playing Housey, Rufus, Disclosure, you know, all sorts of classics, 70s, 80s, 90s, this and that, right? But then I got offered, do you want to come play emo punk? And I was like, well, I don't know about A Day to Remember and all the other stuff. Like, sure, they've got good songs, but I wasn't a fan of that. But when I was a kid, I used to listen to Linkin Park and Slipknot and Marilyn Manson and Korn and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, I get to bring all that music that I grew up with back for these kids that are like 18 to 21. So then getting to play different genre for no money. But the fact is I get to go and play 4 hours and just rock out to bloody, you know, Slipknot.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It made it fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
That's cool.
some people, you know, they won't, you know, so like for the wedding industry is actually so toxic. It's unfortunate, but it's so toxic because people are trying to get better deals, right? And I'll openly say this, but if you do weddings, right, there are a lot of wedding DJs in Perth, or like these events and companies, right? That literally are just chasing the money. They don't really like.
Are people actually DJing weddings that are not chasing money?
Well, that's it in a way, right? Because you get paid stupid money to do these weddings, but their business model is it's all about the bride and groom. It's all about
100%. Wait, but that is in that. Like, I
It's a
get what you're
business,
saying,
yeah.
but like, I mean, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
You are going for the bride and groom.
yeah. You're going for the bride and groom to provide a service, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as that wedding's over, they just want their money. They see you later. Don't have anything.
So it's not about the music.
Yeah, that's
100
right.
Was it ever about the music? You're playing fucking, what is it, AC/DC and
Oh,
ABBA
ABBA.
Gabba and shit?
But that's
Golden
ABBA?
oldies.
And what is it, a theme song to Golden Girls?
but see
You're
like,
playing trash. It's not about the music. That music's trash.
But see, I found all of this out just before COVID happened, right? Because I started doing heaps of weddings and everything, and trying to work for different companies and stuff, and outsourcing to be more of a contractor.
Yeah.
But then finding out that these DJs don't even know how to DJ themselves.
Ha.
They literally just press play and just use faders.
Fuck
but
yeah,
they
human
know,
Jukebox.
yeah.
It
but
looks like I can become a DJ.
human
Fuck
jukebox.
yes, boy.
But the thing is, they've got the business
be a
model
wedding
behind
DJ?
them.
Would you be a wedding DJ?
Josh, what about you and me? We'll be the bag ladies wedding DJs. We'll just go there.
And play
First
bag
gig,
lady
we'll just
music.
play around the world.
Everyone loves this song. You've heard this before.
We'll do it until they kick us out.
Until they kick us
But
out.
see, for me though, right, when I started diving into weddings, that's when I realized it's like this isn't fun as much anymore. Because if you stuff up a wedding, you stuff up the bride's special day. That's when you get bridezillas and
No,
it's
I
game
mean, that's their
over.
own fault for getting married, I feel.
Yeah, but
All right. I'm going to have to stop you there, Alex. I'll just stop you there. I think you've spoken enough.
I've got a little bit left, and then we'll cut.
All right. You got a little bit. You got,
little bit left.
Damian, how much time we got?
We have half an hour.
No, we'll go a little bit.
I thought we
over.
were going 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll do 2 hours because we're gonna have some
Can
shenanigans.
we bring up the
birthday
comments?
episode.
Yeah,
Now,
we're
I've got
going
to
to.
say, can I remember the comments?
Yeah.
So we now have this. Adam Gendel.
Less
Less
chips
chips in front of the mic
Come
major.
here, real quick.
Josh, your stripes are on point tonight. This is professional as
whispering?
fuck.
I can't.
Epic
not on
science jokes. Major, you have
Off the
something in your
record.
beard.
Shout out to Oscar.
I have
And
something in
Oscar
my
Coyle,
beard.
sup, big
Yeah,
dogs.
honestly, shout out to Oscar. He is such a cool guy.
Is
Like,
it gone out of my beard?
No, it's still in your beard. But going back to what I was saying before, like for me, going and playing at Scarborough Beach Bar or Peach Pit or anything like that, that was the time of my life, having the absolute most fun. Or playing at these emo punk nights. But then chasing the money and going after these weddings, right? That's when it felt for me, it was like, this is a job now. This is not as enjoyable. You have to go to these meetings. You have to meet up with the bride and groom. You have to figure out exactly what they want. Like, I did a wedding once, right? Where they gave me the bride's sister couldn't afford a present for the bride, right? Because she was going through a whole heap of shit, divorce, whatever, right? So she wrote, as a gift to the bride, a list of songs from 1 to 200. I got paid to play 1 to 200. I couldn't jump them around or do this or do that. My job was literally just to press play. And it'd be,
Nice.
And there'd be wedding songs and stuff like that. But it's at the same time, it's like, well, fuck.
So you're basically Hot Dub Time Machine. Alex Dub Time Machine. I fucking hate that cunt. So I hate that. Like, so I've had this argument with people multiple. Sorry, I don't mean to talk about you.
That's all right.
It's
Go
like
on. Yeah.
Hot Dub Time Machine. Someone said to me, "Oh yeah, they really cracked the code. They're making it." Fuck that cunt. He is not a DJ. When it was that when 2 years ago we went to the fucking
Wine machine.
wine machine, right? And so Hot Dub Time Machine, Wine Machine, whatever his fucking name is. He's on stage. He's last, and he gets all the. So he's on his lady music, and then he's like, comes the end of it, and he gets all the DJs that were before him on stage. And I was like, "Yeah, you got all the real DJs on stage, you fucking MP3 player." I was like, "Fuck that cunt." Because it's literally, he's like, "Yeah, let's get all the DJs on stage. They're all come on stage," and he's like cheering and having fun. I was like, "How are you getting paid to do this, man?"
show.
Fuck that guy.
It's a show. That's it.
Somebody
it's a show.
fucking link this guy, this podcast to that guy. Fuck you.
Jesus. Yeah, okay. But so then I quickly got out of the wedding industry. I still get weddings occasionally, but I just don't like doing them.
Can you, me, and Josh do a wedding together?
No, that would be a nightmare. I can't imagine you DJing a
Well,
wedding.
well,
mate.
what-
we'll
what-
be the other band.
You
No,
would be
it's like, what-
arguing with the
Irish,
bride and groom.
What's the worst that can happen?
You'd be arguing with the bride and groom, be like, you shouldn't have it like this. You should have it like this.
No. I don't care about how they have their wedding, but like me, you, and Josh will be the DJs.
Yeah, okay.
But what's the worst that can happen?
Well, bridezilla. The bridezilla, something goes wrong. Like I've done a
Colby did
wedding.
a really good job.
I've done a wedding before, right? Where
ruining
literally
your wedding.
one of the groomsmen, right, this big turbo dude, bald head, the whole lot, tattoos down his arms, everything like that.
Yeah,
He shoved like another groomsman.
yeah.
So they got into a little bit of a scrap, right? So the bride got involved, and she pushed them away, tried to get involved between them, right? And this guy fucking shoved the bride over
Oh fuck.
in her wedding dress.
Oh, fuck.
And got mud all over it, right? Like she's got covered in grass stains and the whole lot, right? In her wedding dress. So
fucked.
the groom and the father and a whole bunch of all the other groomsmen got this guy, dragged him behind, beat the shit out of him, right? And then dragged him all the way. It was like a K up the driveway, right? It was a big long driveway in on this farm, like horse bloody ranch thing, right?
Shit.
Called him an Uber, came back and was like, you can pack up now, wedding's over. And I'm sitting there like, there are literally like 5-year-olds running around. This guy just got the shit kicked out of him. And the
I think,
bride's crying.
like,
and,
honestly, no, like, you know,
Extreme wedding.
if that happened at any wedding, I wouldn't be surprised someone got their ass beat.
yeah, of course, yeah.
But what, like, all we'd do is, like, me and Josh, you'd play your music, right?
Yeah.
We'd have, and on the other deck, we'll always be playing Around the World,
Yeah.
just in the background.
Yeah,
the
just
whole
around
time.
the world. Yeah.
So you could play ABBA,
Inflict it on
you
people.
could play ABBA and AC/DC and,
Yeah.
I don't know, Bruno Mars, whatever the fuck they want to listen to.
Yeah.
But around,
Yeah. Yeah.
in the background.
So, to almost wrap things up, right, with just me as my personal career. So I got out of the weddings, right, because I just wanted to focus more on the bar work, try to take as much bar work on as I could. Problem is that it's just so many DJs coming into the industry that it fills the spots. Just like we were talking about before, Perth is so small that it's like, you know, to play at nightclubs, you just need to know the right people. You need to be in their social circle. You need to do this, you need to do that. You need to be involved, right? Which I tried to be involved, but basically COVID happened. When COVID happened, they shut Capital down, they renovated it, turned it into Magnet House, they removed Death Disco from there as well, right? And then basically after that, you know, I just had to reevaluate everything. I started doing what my brother did, work up north, became like a miner and everything like that. But because I couldn't be as social as I could going downstairs and drinking with people from England and America and the whole lot, my brother was in a band with Damo, our cameraman, right? And with Damo being in the band and my brother being in the band and everything, my brother had the idea of creating a podcast and he didn't know how to do it. And I just said to him, it's like, it's not hard. Buy a bunch of microphones, some cameras, this and that, right? And he just didn't follow through with it. So I just said, fuck that. All right, I'll do it. So I just afterpaid.
do it.
Yeah, I just like, all right, well, if you're not going to do it, you know, I want to talk to people and hang out and socialize and this and that. So I had the idea, well, Lucy's Love Shack opened. When Lucy's Love Shack opened, I did the first 8 weeks DJing there every Friday and Saturday, like 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. every single Friday and Saturday. It was nuts when it first opened. So much fun. But one of the bartenders told me that my reputation around Perth was that you either love me or you hate me. And I was like, well, look, I know I can get drunk sometimes and I can, you know, be a bit silly and stuff like that, but I don't want to be classed as an asshole to people I don't know or that think that I'm a dickhead, because it's a bit unfortunate. So I was like, well, how can I amend that in a way? And it wasn't doing the podcast for myself. That the only reason why we do it live was to try and clear my name in a way, but get the real perspective on who people are.
Did it work?
Well, I hope so.
Well,
Because
I've only ever heard good things about you,
So far,
oh,
so
thank
good.
you. Yeah, hell, thank you. Yeah, but
except for your parties. This shit.
oh yeah.
But I'll keep coming to them.
Yeah.
Nah, but Alex
Yeah.
party's pretty good. Like, I mean, you guys have been to the toilet party? If you haven't, we'll talk about it soon.
Yeah. So with that, right, I heard that, and then my brother told me he wanted to start a podcast, and then I was like, well, yeah, let's do this because I want to hang out with people. And from being involved in the music industry in Perth, there is so much toxicity. It's just like what I said with the whole wedding industry as well. It's worse in the wedding industry, but Perth is so small that it should be a community. It should be.
It's not small enough. There's weddings every fucking week, isn't it?
Yeah,
I swear Robbie's like doing 2 weddings a week, right?
Really?
There's enough people getting married, so it's not that... Well, it's small, but it's, enough people getting fucking married.
Yeah.
I don't like to say Perth is small. I like to say there's just a lot of people that ain't doing shit. Perth is huge.
That's a good way to put
Perth
it.
is huge. Perth is the biggest city,
Stand out.
the spread out city in the world.
Really?
Right? Like, as in, from Mandurah to Joondalup, it's the most spread out city in the world.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that.
And we've got over 2 million people here.
Yeah.
Where are they all?
Yeah, that's it.
They're all getting married.
Yeah.
And apparently having car shows in Burswood car park on Monday nights. I don't fucking know.
But that's what happened. So my brother said he wanted to start a podcast, and I still wanted to hang out and meet people from all around the world and everything like that. But obviously I couldn't do that anymore because those times passed. Everything's got an end date. Everything progresses. We all get older. Times change, And I was still so lucky to be able to play music and DJ and make people smile and have a great time and, create long-lasting memories and the whole lot. But I wanted to meet other DJs in the city, other DJs in Perth. Because as I said, it's like, how can I have a reputation that I'm a shit cunt, right? But then I have no idea who that person is. I've never met them before.
So what, did you actually have that what you said?
What? Have that reputation?
Reputation.
Well, that's what a bartender at Lucy's Love Shack told me. And I was like, I actually have only met you 5 weeks ago. But then that's the reputation from talking to... She didn't tell me who or this or that, which I didn't care who. But I was kind of like, that's a bit unfair, right? Because how can you never have met someone, or you might have met someone in passing, oh, that's that guy, avoid him. He's a dickhead. That's like, it hits you a bit, right? Because you
100%, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, that's it, right? But that's the thing where it's like people say, don't let it bother you, don't worry, sticks and stones, the whole lot. So then the reason why we do it live, right, and we do it live is because when you see someone's Facebook page, I'm a DJ, I play at Seasons, I do this, I do that, you see photos and videos of them jumping on a stage. You don't see them talking for an hour and a half, going, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I got here, the who, what, when, where, why, how. So that's why we do it live. And I wanted to do the podcast because no one was doing it in Perth. They were doing other podcasts, and like Damo showed me a guy who's doing stuff about the military and stuff like that, which is kind of cool.
What were you talking about before? There's another podcast that's popped up that's working.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Quite a few have popped up. So there's a group called Fate now, which I've just only discovered. And so shout out to those guys. It's a cool idea. So they do something similar to what we do, but they do it on Instagram. They don't do it live. They just cut and copy, like cut their little reels and stuff like that. See if you can pull them up, Damo. FETE. And so they run their events. So they use their podcast as a way to help sponsor their events, from what I can gather. And it works quite well. But they do little cool underground events. And I think they're doing a few like actual events at venues, but I've only just discovered them. I haven't done research and stuff like that.
Have you heard of them?
No.
And so then there's also like the PNC lads, right? And so shout out to those boys, right? I really would love to get them on here and talk to them and hang out with them, or even go on their thing if they let me, right? But those guys, just 2 dudes, and from what I can gather, is just like what you guys are doing. It's like, call us, ask us questions, and then we'll just do like
No one's calling us.
It's like a radio thing.
How many times they get calls?
Well, that whole thing is calls.
How many times?
Well, I don't know, but they
Must
do.
have better friends than us.
Yeah, but they do like.
I got 2 calls and they didn't even know one of them.
They're
Some
young.
guy named Will.
They're young guys.
What was the name of the first guy? No, he had an odd name.
But so the PNC boys, right? They're quite young, but they're doing it really, really well because they're doing it on Instagram. They're doing the reels. They're making it work on Instagram. We don't have Instagram per se just yet. We've just managed to get Damo's girlfriend. Shout out to Elise, who's absolutely amazing, to help us do our social media now. Because it's just like with you guys soon, right? It's running a business. Sure, I can be the host and I can organize guests and book them in times and do the timetable and everything like that and pimp this room out and spend hours in here building things and the whole lot. But there's so much other stuff involved.
All right.
And so I started the podcast and 147 episodes in. And here we are.
Shout out to Mr. Kool-Aid. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I think you've
Shout
spoken
out.
enough.
Yeah. Well, that's
I mean,
everything.
you're going to keep talking, but let's start moving things a bit quicker.
This is all wrapped up.
Basically, let's just wrap it up. He was in
Well, no,
Bustleton.
not wrap it up.
No. Let's wrap
Summarize.
like his summarize.
Summarize. Yeah,
He was in
alright.
Bustleton. He's a shit teenager. He threw some parties. He came to Perth, got kicked out of his uni for throwing shit parties, and now he's in a shit podcast. Am I about right, Josh?
He did some shit.
You did,
some shit.
not you are shit. You just did some shit, and I love you for it. I reckon you're a great addition to soon. Okay.
Followed by a handshake, surely.
Yeah. Just, is this in the video?
It's not gonna work. A handshake is implied. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So let's ask him.
That's the story.
Are you goth or alternative?
You said this the other day. I like wearing black.
That's racist, bro.
I like leather.
Do you
I
only
like
eat black
leather.
things?
Pardon?
Do you only eat black things? Would you eat me?
Eat you.
I'm kind of black.
Where is this going?
Grey food. Would you have some?
Grey food. What about grey food?
Wish we had some.
Great food. Great food. Does it taste alright?
It's grey food.
It's miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd give it a go.
So
Correct answer.
so we've come to all of your parties.
Yeah.
Want to ask him about the toilet party?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, toilet
No,
party.
you gotta ask him.
Why'd you have to get your toilet replaced?
Why would
I hope
you?
my uncle's
Why
not
would
watching.
you? Is Uncle Alex in the room?
Uncle Chris.
What did you tell Uncle Chris?
I haven't told him. He doesn't know.
Do we want to check if Uncle Chris is on the live section?
No, it's okay.
Shout out to Chris.
How old is Uncle Chris?
Oh, he'll be close to his 70s now.
Shout out to Uncle Chris. I doubt he knows
be like
how
mid-60s
Facebook Live
maybe.
works.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, like, this house I moved into, I'm so happy. Like, this place is just amazing. I love this place.
Fuck yeah.
So we've been throwing house parties, right? And, was it the first house party?
First house
Yeah,
party.
the first house party. Basically, we try to keep everyone outside. There's probably like 70 people here, I think. Maybe 70, 80 or something like that over the course of the night. But how many people would you guys say? Was it like that?
50, 60.
Okay. Fine. Ruin my fun.
You asked me, cunt.
Yeah.
Thousands were in the harem.
Yeah, that explains the toilet thousands.
Yeah. So, apparently one of my mates, close mates, is what we can gather from what we did the research into, right? He got way too drunk, and everyone was inside, and so he went to the toilet, and since he's holding on to the toilet bowl, he went to get up out of the toilet and put his hand up in the cistern, ripped the cistern off the wall, and so I was actually I was in the lounge room.
Shit. There's no way it happened that easily.
Well, it was.
That toilet was smashed.
Shattered.
That
Yeah.
guy who did it was a drunk fuckhead and decided to smash the toilet.
Yeah, all that.
Do not stick up for whoever this fuckhead is. There's no I accidentally pulled it off the wall while drunk. Fuck you.
I accidentally
Lies.
obliterated your toilet.
Yeah, that guy, whoever did it, if you know who he is, he's a fucking liar.
Well, we don't know. We still don't know. We couldn't get.
What's the story you just told me then?
Well, that's what I got told, and I was
Whoever
like,
told you that's a fucking liar.
yeah, because that's
Someone
what.
smashed that toilet. It was shattered, right?
Yeah.
Do we have the photo? Can we get the photo up?
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah, you have to look up on the house
Josh,
parties.
do you have the photo, don't you?
You have to go on one of the Facebook events, and it was there. But basically, yeah. So the lounge room started flooding. No, it wasn't on Instagram. On Infra-Red. You have to go on the house party.
I'm not looking at that.
Oh. So it was on. Yeah.
Pizza time.
Yeah. So it was it smashed. It flooded my lounge room, and then they had to go and actually. One of my mates went.
Yeah,
and
I remember being in the kitchen having to mop it up.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a shallow pond in your
Yeah,
whole house.
yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, and then we cleaned it up. Well, you cleaned it up. Thank you for that. And then someone turned the hot water system off, and yeah, then basically we did a crowd fundraiser, and we got $30, which worked out well.
I didn't even know there was a fundraiser.
Oh yeah, we did a fundraiser. It was on the event.
It was only $30. That's not that very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, no, it was only like $30, but no, sorry, no, it was like $70. It was $70.
Ah, that's not too
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, $70, right? And so I went on a Facebook page called Perth Trusted Tradies. Really worth getting onto it. Literally, you just post your problem, being like, okay, I need my fence fixed. And someone will actually come out and fix it for dirt cheap for cashies, because it's just like a part-time thing. So cost us $300 to get the toilet fixed, the cistern.
How much is it normally?
It would have been like $600.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was going to be really expensive. We just did that right. But my roommate's dad actually donated $200 towards it. So I only I only paid $30.
Shout out to
Jason's
roommate's dad,
Yeah, roommate's dad.
Mr. Jason. Thank you.
So then after the second party, we thought it'd be a good idea to get a piñata going. So we got a piñata going for the third party. It was a piñata toilet.
I remember the pinata.
Yeah, and we smashed the piñata toilet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the toilet parties.
Yeah, so for this house party, we're going to have a disco ball.
You should have the you know how we're having the soon summer series, winter series. He should have the toilet series.
Toilet suit. Yeah, I'll be down for
Have
that.
one more.
Toilet Grand Tour.
But yeah,
GTT.
so with where I'm going now and the whole lot, honestly, just going to keep doing the podcast. Hopefully get involved soon.
So what's the theme of your next party?
This isn't it.
Disco. Let's have a look.
Is that not? Yeah. Didn't you or I share that to it?
Let's have a look. What, my face?
I'll hold it up to the camera. Hold up. It's not actually the photo of your toilet, but it's pretty good.
It's
I'm pretty
that's the
sure I
one of
remember
me?
me or Josh actually posted it.
What is it? Oh, you have to go closer. What is it?
It's a smashed toilet.
Smash toilet.
Let's have a look.
It's an overexposed iPhone screen.
Oh, we got another caller.
No, it's just my phone alarm.
Ah.
If only.
It's passed.
But yeah, keep going. Questions?
You know, like
Everything?
ring up and ask us some questions, you dogs. Not that I don't have more questions, just like ring up.
Yeah, come on. This is interactive.
Did you post the number?
Damien, can they hear you if you're talking?
I think so. I think they can. Yeah, they can.
What's your favorite type of cork?
Cork.
I like the one you can use to fill in wars. I like that corking. It's very
yeah.
important.
Nice.
What's yours?
Thanks.
Mine?
Thanks, Damien.
Thank you. Do you like corked wine?
Yeah, I really like corked wine. I
Red
enjoy
wine
port.
guy.
Yeah, I'm a wine guy now. I went to Italy. I came back a wine guy.
Really?
Shut the fuck up, Alex. I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
What's your favorite drink, Josh?
Waters. Crisp cold from the tap.
What about you, Alex?
So
Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah. So let's just continue. Josh, do you have a question for Alex?
Yeah, who are we calling? We're calling you.
What calling me?
What's the number?
So 04313 45225.
Dial in.
Dial in.
Dial in.
Call.
Or just ring 911 and
Scream
or
into the
000
phone. They'll connect you straight away.
000 and just call an ambulance to this house.
Call an ambulance, yeah.
Say Alex his asshole is bleeding, and if he doesn't get an ambulance within
Is it
minutes.
Jackson, your mate with the Ambo?
No, Jono.
Ben TV, if you're still
Call
on,
another
bring your
Ambo
ambo
to
over
his
here because Alex TV's asshole is bleeding.
Wait, go back on my Facebook page and then pull up some photos and videos.
How do
and
you
stuff.
feel about
Trying.
Disneyland?
Disneyland. I've never been.
Who's coming on your podcast next?
I think I've been stuffed around.
Okay.
Right. So DJ at Magna House. I'm not gonna release names, but she's just started playing there, maybe in the last year,
Yeah.
breaking out into the industry.
Yeah.
She also does really cool cheerleading stuff as well, which I mean, it's Perth.
She's hot.
Cheerleading in Perth, right? So the thing is though, right, is that cheerleading in Perth isn't a big thing here. It's, you know, we're not in America. In America, it's like, it's girls do it all the time. Guys do it.
Strangely, there's enough teams to have it go on here.
Yeah, that's it. So I think she's really into it or something like that, or maybe in the state team or something, or I don't really know, but I really wanted to dive into like that side of entertainment because it's like you're literally the dancers in front of a football team. What's involved? Doing backflips?
She's not coming on?
Oh, she just hasn't responded to my messages. She said, yes, I'm keen. And then, like I said, you know, I asked her how was Magna House because she was DJing there. She opened it, saw it, didn't respond. And then I'm
How
sitting...
old is she?
I have no idea.
Young girl. That's usually what happens. They just don't reply.
Yeah.
Like when you
Young
message me,
girls.
I just or ring me up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I just don't answer.
Yeah.
How long? I'm pretty sure I blocked your number for like
Yeah.
a week.
No, it's longer than that. Did you hear why you blocked my number?
Who else? Who else?
I think I sent it to you. So,
who else are you gonna get
Which
on?
one?
so just quickly, so Major blocked my number, right? Because I would copy and paste the text that said you have missed a call from this number. So I wouldn't actually
But-
call him.
Yeah, but he was still sending it at like 3 a.m. and shit,
Yeah.
and it was waking me up. So
Yeah.
like, fuck this cunt.
Yeah,
So
call me
it's just
back.
a text me. That's it. Maybe I'm trying to get hold
But
of
even
you.
if you weren't calling me, it was still annoying as fuck.
that's
And then his brother started doing it as well.
That's it. So what was the other question you asked?
So who else besides that are you getting on?
So I haven't. I'm gonna release. I might as well just release it now. So I've just gone and spent about 700 to $1,000 worth of equipment, of audio equipment.
Okay.
And so we're getting. Like I got a mixing desk. I've got cables. I've got this.
So
Got
you can
mic
do live
stand.
DJ sets.
Nah. So what we're doing is we're getting bands on,
Okay.
right? And so we're gonna get bands on, and we're basically gonna do like a Triple J like a version thing here. So we're gonna get local bands to come and play their music just over there, and we're gonna live stream it to Facebook because no one is doing that yet. And that's going to be happening in the next 2-3 weeks. Where
Nice.
so acoustic bands, like
So-
anybody I've had on before, I want them to come on and play a 20-minute, 30-minute set, and then after that,
That's big. Yeah.
yeah,
wow.
and then walk over here and then come over and join in on the podcast, and then we just talk about their music and just talk about
So
them in the band.
it'll be 20 minutes of them playing. It'll start. You'll say hello. Who are you? They'll
Yeah.
play for 20 minutes, and then the rest of the 2 hours or whatever it is, you'll just talk about their music.
Like hour
Oh.
and a half.
So why did you do me for 2 hours when I came on?
That's what I want to do.
So
Can't
just so
I?
anyone knows that Alex actually told me afterwards
Yeah.
that he fucked with me and he had more questions to ask me, but
Yeah.
he just didn't ask me them.
Yeah.
So he gave me shit for my short answers because I'm not good at long answers.
Yeah.
But then he had a bunch of questions he refused to ask me.
Boo.
You're a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Round
our
two.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch has always been pushing for an hour.
Yeah.
I always found an hour and a half, an hour to an hour and a half is great.
No, it does seem like an hour is kind of short.
Yeah.
Now that I've been on here a second time and you have a lot to say, whereas me
Yeah.
being in your seat,
Yeah.
I didn't have that much to say. So it's like, fuck, it's only been an hour. Like, I got another hour left.
That's it,
But
yeah.
you spoke for like a whole hour. This guy's not speaking at all. That's okay. I'll do it for you.
When, yeah.
Do
been doing all the talking.
Do you feel like you have the questions ready to ask about? Like, I mean, I don't know how many bands you've had on. I don't have more stuff
Oh,
for your shows.
so we've
tonight.
probably interviewed maybe about 10, 15 bands, I think. Do you reckon,
Okay.
Damo? 10, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, like quite a few.
So you know what to ask. You have the questions ready.
Yeah,
Okay.
but see, this is like I just do a shout out to Damo because I love him to bits. This is what I love having him on because he used to work in a mixing studio and recording
yeah.
studio, and so with that, I know a bit about bands and the acoustic side and the analog side. But Damo knows a lot. He doesn't ask questions a lot, but I always talk to him to try and get an insight of.
I got a
things.
question, Damo. What are you doing on the computer? Because you've been like on the ball the whole time.
I like doing this a lot.
Are you
Like
looking
in
at porn?
between, I like doing this a lot.
See,
It's
look,
very
I'm
fun.
like that.
And then sometimes I do this. I
So
prefer
you're
doing
changing
this.
the cameras.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that's
And sometimes I bring things up, like
Yeah, he brings some cool
like
stuff
this.
up.
have we had any more
Do you like
comments?
that? Do you like that? Do you like
yeah.
Community standards.
Can you make me blue?
No. Oh, I can actually. Yeah. Do you want me to?
Yeah, make me blue.
Make Major blue.
I can do that. Easy.
All right, here we go. Major's gonna become blue. He's gonna blue dubba diba but die.
So do you feel like most of these people on here, they've been more serious?
That's your level?
conversations
That's your
than
level?
I find?
Just our camera as well.
Well, Josh's a bit more blue than I am. I'm brown though, so.
So when you say more serious,
Well, like, I mean, you know, I'm fucking around on your show. You fucking around on when I was on here.
yeah,
But and you asked me to come on to host because you wanted to have a bit more fun with it, and I get
Yeah.
that, and that's great.
Well-
You're trying new things with your podcast. But these previous ones, whether it be the last 20 or even the first ones, do you feel like they were more serious and to the point about music on your
Well,
podcast?
to be completely honest, right? Most of those names have been absolutely amazing, right? But it's not that there's been bad episodes. There's never been a single bad episode. There was one episode where I was a bit shocked when like a friend basically called out this dude, said you owed me money, and his face dropped, and I was like, dude, it's okay, like it's all right. don't get upset on camera. It's okay. Right. But out of the 147 episodes, right, there have been episodes where I haven't done my research onto people, where we've gotten people that have just broken out into the industry. But
Which is just code for hasn't done shit.
yeah,
Because they're brand new.
like brand new into the industry. But at the same
That's all right,
time,
though.
yeah, I want
have-
anybody and everybody, because I want to be able to give someone like a helping hand to break out into the industry. Because then they can go, well, I've gone on this podcast, talked about music and the nightlife and the hospitality. I'm more inspired now to go off and get more involved, right? And be more a part of it. But at the same time, it's like, I love interviewing people where they have gone and done stuff. They've been in the industry for a year or 2 years, but they've played 15 different gigs and they've done this and they've done that. And they've done a rave and done a house party and they've done that. And they've got experience behind them to be able to actually communicate and go, you know, I don't like going to house parties when this is like that. Oh, we have a caller.
No, again, this is
No.
my alarm. I'm going to turn my phone off.
Yeah. But that's where with the podcast, you know, it's just like a TV show, TV series. Not every episode's going to be amazing and captivating, but if people still watch it, it's like with bloody Love Island. It's a hunk of shit.
Yeah, that's great. I wasn't actually asking whether they were good.
Yeah.
I was just curious because you asked me to come on. You asked me and Josh to come on because you wanted to do a bit more of a funny element. But what I'm asking is the previous ones to us have been more serious.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
have all been.
They've all
And
been
is that what
serious.
you're looking forward to doing going forward? Still? Or do you want to have just a mixture of different things?
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
People watch this.
But
because it's
entertainment can just be information.
Yeah, that's
right?
it. That's exactly it. So it can be serious, but it can be fun at the same time. But to be honest, I got you guys on here because I've never told my story ever on camera.
Oh, so you're just using
He's
us.
told it like 4 times
He's
now.
just
He's
using
actually
us.
has.
It wasn't about me and you being hosts. It was just about him getting to tell his story. So it could have been.
Vessel for
You could
your
have just been
own
on here on your own and just talking. You could have just sat in this seat, asked yourself questions, then moved to that seat and answered it.
Yeah, could have.
Cross to each camera as well.
Yeah. But at the same time, I want you guys to come back on again and we really dive into soon. Like actually dive
I
into
think.
It's another episode, bro.
it. Yeah, that's
I
another
think,
episode, yeah.
My opinion is that you should get us on here to interview some other people with you.
Really?
We'll be hard. Like, I mean, this hasn't been that bad. I've only asked 2 stupid
No,
questions.
actually that isn't a bad idea.
So on the spot.
Because
Live.
I think it could. Is this the right type of conversation for this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
I have no idea. How many different
fourth
colors
wall
do
this.
cats come in?
How many-
How many different colors do cats come in? Like 7 or 8?
Don't know, I haven't collected them all.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, no, I think it'd be really cool if we were to come on and like maybe interview and berate another music group in Perth and steal all their cast.
Still all their wives.
So you know that night when we did the event at Geisha and there was the other event at a nightclub? Let's get them here.
Well, he found it out. 6 varieties of patterns.
Can we read them out? Okay, so it's Tabby. Scroll down. Scroll down. Oh wait, Tabby. Solid. What is solid? Tortoise.
Solid cat.
Tortoise. Color point. What are these names? Tricolor, bicolor. What is color point?
Pattern
Can we just get some
variations.
color point? Cats have much darker colors. No, back up. Darker colors on their feet, face, or tail, and their colors need. This is ridiculous. Anyway, like I was. No. I think it would actually be really cool for us to come on, and interview and share information with other groups and other DJs and bands as being a group that does events in Perth.
That's potential, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've been wanting to try and do more, like, we've been wanting to try and do more panel sort of stuff. So me interviewing 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we did the Blossom episode, shout out to the Blossom crew, it was so much fun. There's like 5, 6 people in there and I was interviewing them, man. And so with that, it's like everyone was they weren't talking over top of each other, but everyone had a different perspective of the question. You know, it's like asking like, how does Blossom run? And they're like, well, we do it for this, we do it for that, we do it everything, but it's a collective.
Yeah.
So doing it as a
Give
panel,
the live studio audience.
Fuck.
Can we have that in future?
live studio audience, What do you mean? Where it's like you press a button. And it starts
Well,
cracking?
originally we were gonna try and get like some people in here
Like a
Oh,
flash
really?
mob for your episode.
to like just. Yeah, like they would have been so annoyed, like bored, just sitting here for 2 hours. Like just a few people sitting back there, and whenever you talked, and like just kind of stop for a second, just like, woo! And like, I was gonna have
Rent an audience.
a laugh sign.
Yeah.
Damien, can you be the what was it? The flash mob?
Flash mob, yeah.
Flash
What do you,
mob.
is that to your liking, Major?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty blue. Oh, yeah. What about like you know how podcasts have the sounds like a wee? Can
Yeah.
you do sounds?
Can we just have the crashing glass sound?
They
of
can't.
PowerPoint?
They won't hear it.
Huh?
They won't hear it, but the audience can hear it. Yes.
Can you for future get a sound pad with some
Yeah, we
program
can
sounds?
We can do that. I've got a launch pad. We can
Actually,
program it in.
I've got one on my phone.
You got a phone on your phone? Wait, Josh, you pulling it?
Yeah, boy. Alex, what's your favorite color? Get it right.
It was blue, but now it's red.
Blue. Yeah.
It's an MLG sound.
But yeah, no, definitely. I would love to have you guys on more often. Because that's the thing is like, it's so serious, but at the same time, I want it to make it more fun. And it is fun because we dive into all these different stories of who people are and what happens. Like Davo. Like, what is his name? Just David?
David.
It's David, yeah.
Soundboard.
But like, did you guys know that Davo, right? He literally went on tour with Simple Minds. He went to 38 different countries.
Were they of simple mind?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know who they are. Slow clap is good. I don't know who simple minds are. You simp.
That's one of the soundboards.
You like are really good at like you relate to simple minds.
When?
Cause simp. Can you do the sound again? I'll say it again when you're ready. You relate to simple minds because simp.
Oh my god. But
What else we got here?
what we could potentially do is we could have the Infra-Red podcast and then we have another podcast. And that's when we get you guys in.
What's infrared backwards?
Yeah, what is Infra-Red backwards?
They're in for. They're
Giraffe
yeah. They're for definitely.
I didn't think we'd go through
They're-
this part of the show.
Raffina.
Giraffe The Giraffe Night podcast.
Raffina.
Infra-Red. Giraffe night.
Raffina.
Giraffe Night?
Draft 9.
Giraffe Night.
Giraffe.
Coming soon.
And then just the whole intro was us going Giraffe Night. Giraffe Night.
Alex Major and Josh and
Yeah.
probably the rest of the Soon crew.
Yeah.
Draft night.
Draft Night.
Where we interview football players.
That could be alright. Why do you play
Us and the
football?
Still the
Excuse
same
me,
questions
football player,
on
tell
this
us your
podcast.
views about how you've been a DJ, but as a football player, and they're just like, cunt, what?
But that's a possibility. We can definitely do something like that and work it out. Send me your Excel spreadsheet. I know you got one.
What spreadsheet?
Of all your entertainers, DJs, everything. Do you just find someone and go, yeah, no, we'll hook them
That's
up?
something you would put in contacts, not a spreadsheet.
But why? I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but why would we have a spreadsheet of contacts?
Because how do you find DJs for your event? Dan does it.
I message them on Facebook.
Yeah, but then how do you know? Like, if
I
they
don't
played,
understand the question.
but like, don't you have like a list of people being like, well, they're part of the Soon crew, the
But like,
community?
it's not that hard. Like, okay, let's take Quigley for example. If I wanted to get a DJ tomorrow, 1, 2, Adam, Ben, Robbie, done.
But with Soon, don't you try and get new people involved?
Yeah, so we just find someone that's played somewhere locally recently, or someone who's never played in Perth before.
Yeah, okay. And
And we just like, hey, you want a DJ?
you just don't have a database of just like, yeah, they played twice at this event.
No,
this
we
and that.
remember.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And if we're like, oh, okay, Cora, for example, how many gigs has she done? She's done 2 for Soon, right?
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, and then she's DJ'd at
least
at
3.
Quigley, so it's 3, and she's Giga DJ'd at somewhere else. That's enough. Oh, so cool. Cora, do you want a DJ? I don't think it's not. It has to be.
Yeah, actually documented them.
Yeah, I don't see. I get your point, but I just don't see the benefit in it. It's just like, We're gonna get people.
Damn it.
Why?
Because I just want more. I'm trying to like.
Oh, you want to interview people?
Yeah, I explained this to you in this group chat.
We can give you a list of people we've interviewed and just
Yeah.
get Cora and Toby on here.
Yeah. Oh, I tried to get Toby, but something happened, so I don't know.
We'll put the word out.
Yeah. Just put the word out, yeah.
What about what was that? What was the girl that did that crazy like SoundCloud techno set at Geisha that I never remember her name?
The most recent one?
Yeah,
Verity.
no, before Verity, the shorter girl.
Wait, at the other event? That was after.
At Geisha. At Geisha.
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. That's it. Hannah. Hannah.
Which
she
one? Which event?
the most recent one.
It was Hannah.
Hannah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
Interview her.
Okay.
But let me and Josh come on as well, and
Yeah.
he'll just sit there not talking, and I'll ask her ridiculous questions. So Hannah, how long
we
have
tag
you had a
Hannah?
SoundCloud account for?
Can we find her on Facebook and tag her in this? Because we're talking about her.
How?
Tell
Just message
Damian
her.
name.
If I press this button.
Oh, Hannah, shout out to you, bitch. tell Damian her full name. You should you know what? You know what? You should upgrade. Upgrade.
How?
Start fucking interviewing OnlyFans girls. If there's any OnlyFans girls out there, because there's this
name.
there's this
on YouTube.
what Cassim?
Cassim G.
No, I don't know. No,
Oh, Cassim G, yes, it is Cassim G.
there's a guy. He's called like Dirty Socks on
That already
Instagram,
exists.
and they interview fucking porn stars.
Really?
And they just most of the time they just talk about disgusting shit. So they're disgusting guys, but they do fucking funny ass YouTube videos. Can't remember the fucking name, like William or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's been interviewing porn stars. We should get OnlyFans girls on here.
Sure.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Like,
Like
I
let's.
guess it's entertainment.
And then in the interview, we open up a OnlyFans for us.
Yeah.
But it's just your podcast.
It's the Infra-Red
It's like
OnlyFans.
$100 to sign up.
Yeah. Could be cool.
Let's fucking do it.
So did you find Hannah?
I've found her Instagram, yes. I'm just logging in.
All right, Major, go for gold.
Well,
What am I doing?
Well, you're talking about Hannah.
I already finished.
Ah.
Hannah is a cool chick. She did a cool DJ set at Geisha. Josh, you want to say anything?
About
Hannah.
yes. Hannah's great.
Hannah is GREAT.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's shake on it.
Confirmed.
Hannah, if you're watching this, fuck yeah. If you started OnlyFans, you're welcome to come on. And if you don't, you're welcome to come on as DJ.
Who else?
We
do
bring
I-
up the comments.
I don't think we have any new ones. I'm trying to get her,
Yeah, but just bring up the comments. If anyone's
No.
watching, can you comment? Maybe link us an OnlyFans account.
Mad soon as well. Good time.
Yeah, so Hannah DJ at Bats as well. I don't remember the stats there, but it's a piece of shit.
we got Clayton Yin going, yo.
Oh, who? Shout out to Clayton.
Clayton,
He's come on here before.
Do
He's
you
really
know
good.
any good OnlyFans accounts, and can you link it to us so we
Yeah,
can
Clayton.
look
Link
it
us
up
to
and then
OnlyFans.
maybe send a message while in the chat and ask them if they want to come on the podcast?
Excellent.
I don't know if they're replying because you're not bringing up the comments, Damian.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Do your job.
No, I'm not going to.
Your sound guy's shit.
Fuck you.
Show me on the screen what I want.
he goes-
Down guy.
How are you hot?
How
How are you? That's not what I asked.
Good.
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
good.
Yeah.
See, it's a great thing I didn't bring.
Link
we're
us an
good.
OnlyFans account now.
And
Yeah. No, yeah. Shit's going good. Shit's going really well.
This is going amazing, actually.
So what's the theme of your next party?
Next
Yeah.
party. Well, we've got the disco party coming up.
Disco party.
Yeah, if anyone wants to come, it's gonna be April 15th. But just message me. Message me, and then I'll send you.
Alex TV's address is 69 Go Fuck Yourself Avenue.
Yeah, in Mount Lawley.
Is this the kind of
In that
disco
one.
party that you like don't play disco.
Yeah, this is the
Do
disco
you-
party where I have like most of it around the world.
Do you want me to decorate
Disco
for
in this
you?
video.
Wait, what?
Do you want me to decorate for you?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah.
I can decorate for you.
Yeah. Do I have to pay
What,
anything?
what date's your party?
15th April, Saturday.
Oh fuck, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the week after.
Because I will have just been
Immediately.
Wait, no, because I will have been at Blaze till the 13th. I
Oh,
don't know.
really?
I don't know if it'll even come.
Does Blaze finish at the 13th?
No, the Blaze finishes on the 11th, but I'm going out there from the 1st to the 13th.
Really?
From the
Is
first.
it like you won't make it
Yeah.
back, or
But I'll be back. I'll be fucked because I'll go straight to work and it'll be tired, man.
Yeah. Why are you going out there on the 1st?
Because I got to set up a tent.
Yeah.
We got a big ass dome tent to set up, heaps of decorations, kitchen, my own camping, events on my art project, House of Blazing Swan duties to do,
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Yeah, okay. And
is a boy?
so what time? What day does it finish again?
It
Not-
goes
not
from
13th,
the
but-
Wednesday, which is the 5th of April, to the Tuesday, which is the 11th of April.
Yeah.
He's coming as well. He's the lighting on our team.
Yeah, nice.
We're
nice.
going to give some people some epileptic fits. It's going to be a good time.
No, I don't think it's a good idea to promote that.
Well, I mean, you're coming to Blazing Swan.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have an epileptic fit somewhere, it's gonna be at Blaze
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be cool
or
then.
my house.
Yeah, or your house. Yeah. That's
Your room.
what about the next house party for you then, Major? BDSM.
My birthday.
Carnival. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Carnival
so
of Terror?
so even though I'm the one that's supposed to be asking questions, but Josh has got no question. I've asked plenty.
Yeah.
When's the UV party?
You're asking him the party questions.
When's the UV party?
And when's the tunnel wave? When's the tunnel wave, Josh? How about that for a question? When's the next tunnel wave?
It'll happen.
Can I give the answer to that, Josh?
Never.
The tunnel rave will happen when Josh's Kickstarter lights arrive. Josh
Mitch
likes to
said something
spend
about
money
that.
on things that don't fucking arrive. We've been lighting for these lights, what, 2 years now?
2.5.
2.5 2.5 years
Really?
been waiting for these lights. So we can't do
Still in
techno tunnels
development.
because the company doesn't have enough financial backing to make the lights.
Oh, really?
Make it.
Can we? What are
They
the
will make
Kickstarter
it
lights? What are these? What are they called? Kickstarter light.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
No, Kickstarter is the company. You never heard of a Kickstarter? It's
Well,
like a
I know what a
website.
Kickstarter is.
Yes,
Yes.
so it's Brightly.
Right. Thank you.
My next party at Quigley.
I just looked up Kickstarter. It's coming up with projects to finance. What does that mean?
Type in Kickstarter. Kickstarter. Fuck me in the ass. Big booty
Oh,
bitches.
I think I found it, guys. Is this it?
Hell yeah.
So what is Brightly? Tell
What
me
is
about
Brightly? Can we watch the ad?
How did
Oh,
this
the-
come up?
So everyone support.
It's okay. Like, I mean, you know, if anyone's going to try and steal this from us, it doesn't matter. You won't fucking get it.
What if?
No one will have it.
Here's the thing. What if instead, right? We actually want to mute that because that might be copyrighted. What if all of us collectively back this so Josh can finally get
You already
his
given
light?
them money.
It's already been backed.
How much
That's
money
the
did you
problem.
give them, Josh?
Some, possibly many.
Oh, there are $45,000 and 90 backers. So if we do the odds, if we calculate this,
Oh dear.
do the calculator out.
You went all in.
Should be. Can you imagine?
He
that?
gave him $503.
This is the
that
shit
possible?
they have at like Vivid in Sydney. It's proper gear.
Yeah.
But do they have this or do they have their own?
No, that's proper gear because they have it.
Vivid. Well, like Beam Hacker does stuff here and is doing like a couple of installs at Sydney Vivid for this year.
Not this company, another company. A company that's already backed.
I think it's the same gear. Like they promoted each other's like stuff, so I think it's the same gear. But
Wait,
just, like,
how
this
much?
is the
What?
system.
$100,000 and you unlock what?
These are like the backing goals.
Okay.
I don't know why we're here.
Because we want to talk about. We want to talk about
2.5
you. We want to talk
years
about you,
to throw a
Josh.
rave.
Okay,
But
so anyway,
me.
back on topic. We're talking about my next party at Quigley. Can you switch the camera to Alex eating the chips?
There go.
So I asked Alex for like a week or two before the fucking thing. Said, Alex, I want snacks for the podcast. He messaged me to say he still doesn't have a fucking snack. Yeah, offered me
Nuts.
sultanas and nuts. I went and bought my own fucking chips.
Yeah, you're vegan. Sultanas and nuts are like where you live off, right? Yeah. These aren't good for you, though.
What are you talk? Are you healthy?
Sure am.
Right, bitch.
Yeah, so this is all alcohol.
Moving on.
Yes.
Apologies. So my next party is for my birthday.
Yep, well, yeah.
It's 2 weeks after Blazing Swan finishes. It's my birthday. We're going to be having all live Irish a cappella bands.
Oh, I can't wait.
Ah.
I'm going to be the star of the show.
The theme is Crazy Carnival.
Crazy
And so
carnival.
a post-Halloween party, which we have a BDSM themed Halloween party.
It's so good. It's a sex party, right?
So it's also going to be carnival themed, but it's BDSM creepy carnival. So it's 2 parties. One side's light, one side's dark.
Are you going to light a upside down cross on fire again?
Nah, that would be reusing, and I'll come up with another thing. Yeah, what could I do? Setting something on fire.
Scarecrow. Make a scarecrow. Light it on fire.
What's that got to do with carnivals?
Put clown makeup on it. Like, I don't know.
You know what I need? You know those turning heads you throw balls in?
Yeah.
I need some of those, man. I need some of those fucking things.
Well,
Go for that.
all right. Well, when Damo, see if you can do
anyone's got
research and
the
find when the next like
Tony Head
shows
clowns.
on, like carnival show thing.
Yeah, let's fucking steal them.
Oh, it's Moscow Circus.
The Moscow Circus.
Nah, that's surely me.
No, it's still going. It doesn't stop ever. Apparently. That's the thing.
In Perth, they're just here. It just doesn't stop year round. Moscow Circus.
Is this the crowd that has the weird, creepy, like circus things on the side of the road?
Yeah,
Yes.
the big giant clowns.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, it's still going.
Wow, they're here for a long time. Wait, not that long, but they've been like 17th of March to 23rd of April. So over a month, but they've been like advertising for like at least 3 or 4 months in Perth.
You know what?
You should
know
go
why?
there.
Because that's what proper marketing is. You have to drum up as much possible.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying about soon.
Yeah,
we need our shit.
Oh
Online.
no!
months ahead.
Oh no! What have you done? Give me a second.
No, the thing's still going. It's just a TV. For those who can't see, Alex
We're
has
having
broken
technical
a television.
difficulties. Please
No,
wait in time.
no,
We're back online now. Hello and welcome back to the
So-
podcast with Alex
so are
TV,
you gonna
hosted
go-
by Josh Clarke and
This is
Major.
us.
So, are you going to go to the Moscow Circus thing and pay them cash to get those turning head things? What are they even called?
No, I don't. It's a circus, not a show.
But it's not a
Could you imagine that in
circus.
the
Though.
driveway though?
Are you going to get a midget
Yes.
riding a bear?
Huh?
Are you going to get a midget on a tricycle riding a bear?
I don't think they'll actually be called midgets.
Little person?
I think it's gremlins now.
Fucking hell. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll settle on that.
Hello, if there's
Can we
any
look up what a gremlin is?
if there's any gremlin midget little people here, we're sorry. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that said
yeah,
it.
he's the sorry one.
Imaginary imp
No.
who's
That's
responsible
what-
for
yeah, that's-
malfunctioning.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So,
And they turn to these
little
things.
people.
This guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy. Look at
Well,
that guy.
I feel incredibly terrible now. I was joking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
See, this is how we shift
Yeah,
the blame
fuck
onto
you,
the
Steven
guest.
Spielberg,
Well, I'm
making
the
a
guest,
movie,
but
making
the
fun of
host.
This is the
little
episode
people.
that gets you cancelled.
I promise.
That's it.
Oh, no, well, like
What are you looking for?
definitely not backed by
La Vi-
Nah.
La
Villette.
La Villette. Italian wine.
but
Delicious.
it's delicious. And if you feel like
Rolls off
purchasing
the
a bottle,
tongue.
go ahead. You can't get a discount. It's just at any major alcohol store.
So, what is the theme then for your Moscow shit? Your carnival, creepy carnival.
It's carnival theme.
Yes.
Dressed as a clown, dressed as some cunt eating another cunt's face. I don't know. A bag of chips. One of the turning heads.
This is a bag of chips.
What are you going to dress as, Josh?
I've got like a Mad Hatter outfit that I can do.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Vibe.
But are there going to be any attractions? Because like at the BDSM party that
Well,
you
it's
threw,
the same
right?
thing for you for disco. What is there going to be any attractions?
We've got a pinata.
You already done pinata. You can't do. See, this is a good thing about a good thing.
Different
tips
pinata.
for parties for you, Alex.
Yes.
Do something different every time. I don't do the same things. How many times you come to my party I've done the same thing?
Twice.
What were they?
This one and that one.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
No, what was the same thing that
No,
I did?
I
You just said twice.
the DJ location was the exact same place as last time.
Are you talking about Soon or Quigley?
Quigley.
Yeah, of course it's the same place. It's my house, you fuck. And of course it might be the same DJ, but it's
Has been
different music.
Yeah. Can you allow open format now into your? And can I play like Spice Girls at your house party?
Absolutely not.
Please.
Unless it works into like a techno set and you fucking play Spice Girls, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
But like,
So if I just play techno, Spice Girls, techno, like
yeah, that's cool.
Pretty much.
Okay.
How fucking good would that? If someone, if like, what was that girl, the young girl who DJ'd first at on the weekend?
Alex, girl on girl.
That was okay. So if Alex, she played some really good fucking techno, and if she'd thrown Spice Girls in and then back techno, I would have been like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that was amazing."
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah. But if you come and play one of your fucking pub sets at my house ever again, you're never DJing there again.
Oh, really?
You did it once.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No, I remember.
I was so angry.
People danced.
I was angry. You remember I was angry?
Yeah, you
I
were.
don't think you were there, Josh.
Bonnie came up to me and was like, "You need to change because you know he's not happy." I'm
Yeah, I was
like,
pissed off.
Like, well, everyone's dancing. Like,
This is a kick on, right?
yeah, it was. No,
It was.
was it?
It was. It was after Joy's birthday, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Joy's birthday at Barry's house, and then we came back to mine.
Yeah, and
from
then we set up
midnight
the gear
onwards.
at your place.
Yeah. And all he kept playing was fucking
Jimmy
pop
Ric-
music,
Jimmy
and it was
Ricard.
pissing me off. And I was just like, "Fuck you, Alex." I
Yeah.
was like, I was literally across the dance floor, and you were looking at me, and I was yelling out, "I fucking hate you, Alex! Stop!" And he just wouldn't for like 2 hours
Yeah, it was great. People loved it.
because you
You
didn't
had
have
a great
any.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
it's never happening at my house.
Yeah,
again,
that's-
okay?
yeah.
That's it.
Only techno Spice
I find
Girls.
this so interesting that you went from listening to that shit to now full time techno, and you just like, there's no going back, no turning back. Because you openly said to me on the podcast that when you were growing up, you were an ABBA fan.
ABBA? No,
Yeah, you sure?
never ABBA.
Killers?
Killers. I still listen to the Killers.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to a club and listen to the Killers
Why not?
because
Well,
I'd
Foo
rather
Fighters,
kill myself.
with listening to the
If
Killers.
I'm going to go to a club, I'm not going to listen to the Killers, right? If I'm going to see them live,
Something a
sure.
little more inspiring.
Yeah.
What about-
You don't go to a club to listen to the Killers mixed into a Lady Gaga song, mixed into the latest fucking Fisher song.
well, we
Some
live in
do.
it's
Yeah,
Perth.
some
Yeah,
do.
some do.
Some do go to the market crowds to listen to that crap. What was that group at the market crowds called?
Motif.
Yes, shout out Motive for mixing Lady Gaga with the Killers. You can do that. I'm going to listen to techno.
I hope they're not watching. Like, I've never met these guys in person. I applied to them once, and they're like, I actually messaged them and said, "Hey, you guys looking for any DJs?" "No, we're not." "Why?" And I was like, "Oh, well, fuck! I just thought you wanted someone decent on your team." No,
Well,
we weren't happy
Cool
about
story, bro.
that.
Needs more techno.
Well, sounds like they're a bunch of cunts, so it doesn't matter.
How do you think, right, techno will be implemented more into Perth's nightlife?
It's not.
It won't ever.
Perth's a bunch of fucking bogans that like drum and bass.
But drum and bass is all right.
Yeah, I don't like drum and bass.
Baby
so-
steps.
Really, you don't
Baby
like
steps.
baby steps.
Baby steps. Then I used to like drum and bass. I used to like dubstep. I used to go to dubstep all the time. I just don't like it anymore.
You just don't
But
like
like
it, no?
you can't lie that like particular types of music attract particular types of people. Go to a venue and tell me what type of people are at types of music, and come back and on
And
this
then find
podcast,
Major and tell him.
no, on the next podcast, tell me whether I'm wrong or right. Right?
All walks of life with like some of the crowds though.
Yeah, all walks of life, but like the ones that are like, like that one, Filth and Pleasure, it attracts a certain type of person.
Each venue can do so as well.
And I'm a judgmental piece of shit, so I don't give a fuck though.
I was about to say, I've had those guys on. They're lovely.
Filth and Pleasure.
Yeah, they're good
I wasn't
dudes.
saying anything bad against the people
No, it's
running
just
the
like,
events.
They attract a type of.
And that's great. Like, I mean, I used to go to Amber every weekend and hang out with all those types of people. Now that I don't do it, I recognize the people I was hanging out with as just
Yeah, different demographics.
Complete
almost.
different demographic to who I am and who the people
Well-
I hang out with now. Very extremely cliquey people. That's Perth.
So, okay, me being a host now. So quickly, as a group of Soon, right? What do you think Perth's lacking in the music industry? What genre? Because we've got shitty commercial stuff, like top 40 garbage, right? You've got good rock and roll at pubs and this and that. You've got people like Yanji Beats doing trance and trying to recreate that in Perth. You've got techno, like techno tunnel and like techno raves and beach parties and all that sort of stuff.
We've kind of got like a bit of everything.
We're not lacking any type of music.
It's
Yeah.
just like we'd like to have even more, but just no people to like
Correct.
service that amount.
It's not.
stuff.
We're not lacking the type of music. There is, if you look around, enough techno going on.
Yeah.
Whether it be geisha or some random event or a local or an international DJ coming in now that COVID's gone, right?
Yeah.
There are enough events on. We're just lacking people going to those events. I don't understand the amount of people that go to Garbage TV. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
I
went to Garbage TV about
Interstates and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got a lot of people going to them. So I go there, and like at Metro City, that place was packed, absolutely packed full of people at Metro City. But no one was there for music. They were all cliquey. They were all there because they know who's who. It's such good techno, right? There's another event.
Yeah, can you pull up Garbage TV? Because how do you even
what's
like?
that other event that I went to at Jackrabbit Sim that was really good techno? You remember?
Which one?
It was a really good event.
We've won a few.
And then I went to the one. It was the same thing at Leaderville.
Because hasn't Garbage TV been around for a long time?
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. But what I don't get is that it's a very young crew.
Yeah.
And how are they getting that
Is
attraction?
it concept?
Huh?
Concept?
No, not concept.
Yeah, concept is definitely
But-
concept's great. Yeah.
This club, the venue that this event that was at Jackrabbit Sim techno event, they had Space 92 and it was really cool. But what was really
Techno.
weird? Techno, exactly. What was really odd, like not odd, it was like a much older crowd. I'd say most of the people there were 30s and close to 50s. Between 30 and 50 years old. And there were barely any young people at the event. Alright? And that's really weird. Like, what's going on? Why isn't there more young people at this techno event? No. Because when you're younger, you go to the ice cream factory, then you go to drum and bass, then you go to the dubstep, and that's it. You grow into something or you stay where you are.
Yeah.
And it depends on your life situation, honestly. Like, I mean, what you go to. Like, I mean, it depends who you are as a person.
That's it. And then like what you do as a job and like everything, like
100%.
who you
Like,
are
like,
as a person. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, if you are in a certain job and you're around a certain people that listen to drum and bass, you continue to listen to drum and bass.
Yeah. Well, what
I'm not saying that's not good for some people and they really enjoy that.
But they say it's like you are you as an individual are a reflection on the seven
you
or
are what you eat.
you know. I was gonna
When it
say
comes to
say it better.
You are what you listen to.
No, but it's like you are a reflection on the 7 or 9 closest friends or people that you hang around with.
Yeah.
That's why like shitheads hang out with shitheads, basically.
I'm not saying that about people going to drum and bass.
No, of course
There is
not,
a
no.
demographic of people
Yeah.
that go to those events.
That's it.
And
People
I used to
like
go to
that,
those,
yeah.
And I unfortunately I wouldn't. Whatever.
Could be new to the scene or like stuff like that as well.
Yeah. So we've
An
only got
informed crowd is definitely a comfortable one.
I don't think there is a lack of type of music around Perth. Maybe some people might agree. Maybe they want more hard style. Maybe they want more London fucking grime or whatever it might be, or drill or London drill, whatever hip hop and rap and stuff.
yeah.
I just think there is, like I've said multiple times, there is a lack of people. Like you said, there's ice cream
That's
factory,
it.
there's the big events, and people come out for those big events. But as Perth is expanding, out you can drive all the way out to Yanchep, and they're building hundreds and hundreds of houses, and Perth people are moving out there. So no one's going to come from Joondalup or Yanchep or Butler or Mandurah or wherever
Yeah.
to come to the city to go to an event. So it's only the people within 20 minutes of the city coming to the city every weekend.
But then again, it's like, say, shout out to Bronte Peacock, right?
Bronte Peacock's amazing because she all her
From
friends
Dunsborough,
I've
yeah.
had a conversation with her. She
Yeah.
you know, she had friends when she was down south. Now most of her friends are up here,
Yeah.
right? And she'll come up here for that because she's more like us than people down there are.
Yeah. That's
It is
growing
hard to-
up. It's
Students
adapting.
unfortunately constantly relying on our friend group to come to our gigs,
Mm.
and that's what's killing us at the same time, because we need to get out of our platform, which has now got over 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
But like I mean, Facebook's also because we post something. We've got 1,000 people on that platform. We get 6 likes over a course of 3 weeks or some shit.
Yeah.
What's happening? No,
It just
Facebook.
pushes it down.
Facebook pushes down if you have links in your post, or if you're not paying for their advertising.
Yeah, of
So if
course.
I post something, you're not paid for it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what Facebook says.
That's what Facebook does.
Yeah,
And that's what
exactly. I know
Instagram
that.
does as well.
I've learned all about how they do it.
But it's the
Paywalls that
necessary.
function correctly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a necessary evil because what else are you going to use?
Well,
Nah, fuck that. Find another
It's
way to
even
provide
worse
that
for the
service.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's even worse for the private groups, because the private groups, they know that people are getting the notifications. So completely blocked it. So we have to actually get out of that platform. Stop using the platform altogether, and
But-
just go straight to the page.
See, that's where you could potentially dive into Instagram and do reels because they're really pushing their reels, right? Where people can get like 5,000 views, 20,000 views or whatever. But it is small little snippets of media that you put up there to promote whatever you're doing. That's why girls literally dance around their bloody dresses or whatever and get 50,000
Do you want to come on and dance around in a dress to promote soon?
Do what?
Do you want to come and dance around in a dress to promote soon?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I swear to God.
I did do one video.
Yeah. I was gonna say quickly, if I rock up to your carnival of what the hell was that? Carnival of shit show,
Wedding.
right? And then you literally just walk up to me and say, "Here's dress, put it on." I'll be a bit concerned.
Why?
I'm gonna do that.
This is like when I did the Halloween party and you came up behind me and you like take it off. I'm like, what? Take what off? And you like take your shirt off. I'm like,
Yeah, because you always come dressed in black.
yeah. And then he just, I had a
For a
white
techno party.
I had a
how dare
white
you.
Ralph Lauren shirt on that cost like $150, and you're like,
Well, I came in a Ralph Lauren shirt. I grew
yeah,
up in the
you
Golden
took it off
Triangle,
me.
bro.
You fucking unbuttoned it, so I'm literally without my shirt on with a tie around my neck, and then put it on my jacket, which was like, yeah, okay, at least he's looking after it. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't damage your clothes.
I was dressed, but now
You know-
I'm
you
like
remember
half naked. Like,
You remember that video I made for the park party in Kings Park? And it was really good. It's gone.
but
It's
as
not on Instagram. It's
we've
just gone.
so we've only got 5 minutes left because we've been going for 2 hours now. So where can people find you?
We will tell you when it stops.
No, where can people... Alex, where can
He's getting
people
really angry.
find
We can
you?
report it to him.
All right, let's keep going.
It's really very dominant. Very dominant.
Yeah,
tonight,
where
Josh.
can people find you, Alex?
Here, here, there, everywhere. I am a
Yes.
mist.
Give everyone your
Can we have your
address.
credit card
that's it.
details?
You can join
Huh?
the live studio.
Can we have your credit
audience.
card
Right
details?
here.
Including your CVC.
And we just need the 3 digits on the back of your card.
Yeah. Anyone's listening, 4017 9541 567 42 8222 1127 635. So just get those
Call
numbers
that number.
and buy some porn.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, sign me up. I know you did.
The numbers are completely correct. Buy some porn.
Yeah, that's it. So what's your Stormtrooper ID, Major? It's the numbers on your credit card.
Order 66. Execute order 66.
So where can people find you guys? Oh, fuck!
Is execute order 66, right?
That's actually how we should have ended the episode. You
You
pushing...
fucking bashing the shit
Yeah.
out.
No,
violence.
it's like pushing me off the chair. It's like, then it just goes cut. It's
Let's
like
do
lost
time.
signal.
We
We can do that. We can do that. Absolutely.
How many minutes we got left?
No, you can do it now if you want.
No, how many
We got a
minutes
couple
got
more
left?
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
we have
many
a couple
minutes we got left?
What if we just go silent for 2 minutes? Have we got anybody watching still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
we have.
watching
Yeah,
this.
we actually have.
Do
Yeah.
people actually watch this shit? Like,
Can we bring up the comments?
Yeah, Clayton Lynn has said.
Josh Totally.
Josh
There you
Totally.
go. Right
What
from
do you-
the source.
what, The 4 people that are watching us, bring up the comments again. Why are you getting rid of them?
That's
Yeah.
it.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Just comment.
tell us,
Anything.
tell us what you
Anything.
think.
Do
We
you
want to
like,
know.
Do you
Like,
like
comment,
Alex's
subscribe.
face?
Do you like how? Am I pretty? Like, tell me I'm pretty. Like,
Do you like this crunching
block
sound?
keywords. That's why you can block words.
No, we can. I'm gonna block this. 'Cause I don't want. any bullying.
Could they say that?
Tashi said, "I'm not watching, but I'm listening to your shit."
Ah.
Thank you, Tashi.
Yeah,
Now
shout out
that's someone.
Tashi. I really want
You know what?
Tashi. You should come on here. 'cause
You
I
should
want to talk
actually
about
get
photography.
Tashi on here.
Yeah, photography.
She is an amazing photographer.
Yeah.
She's doing the map for Blazing Swan. She is an amazing graphic designer. Everything she has done and produced, I have seen, has been absolutely amazing. It's been what? 2-3 weeks? How long has it been since Geisha? A month? She's
Yeah, a month.
still uploading photos that she's just editing like things. So like she uploaded one the other day of Hannah, like just like cool fucking chopped together photos of Hannah. She's still uploading shit from our photos just for the fun of it. She is amazing.
Yeah.
And you should get her on here.
Yeah.
And I'll bring her on. I'll come on as well.
I was
and
actually
I'll berate
telling her about it. I told her about it ages ago at one of the house parties.
I'll get her to come on. I'll tell her.
You heard it from the man. I watched how
It's on the spreadsheet.
it's on the
It's in the spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's in the Excel. Yep.
If you want recommendations of who you can, okay, Hannah, Tashi.
Yep.
Countless, but there are a few that we've already interviewed, which is good to see as well.
Yeah.
You can't think of any names?
This is why I said you need a spreadsheet.
No, I'm actually just. I can say more names. I'm
Potentials,
just
but-
handing it over to him.
Yes.
Has Mitch been interviewed?
Yeah, has
He
Mitch
was
been?
interviewed with you, wasn't he?
Mitch Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never interviewed Mitch.
Was he not
That's
on here
another
with
name.
you when you were on here? Oh, you were on with Ben.
Yeah, with Ben. Yeah.
What did you talk about with Ben?
Oh, we talked about it was like yard stock soon starting up. It's a long time ago. That was like
Lame.
you know we've been going for like 3 years now.
I bet he was lame.
No, it was pretty good.
What about in comparison to Ben? Wow.
So we've let the audience decide.
Oh, yeah.
What,
that's-
what do you guys think?
Can we
you
start a
guys,
poll in the
you guys
chat?
really quickly go and watch the 2 hours. How long was Ben's interview? Ben and Josh?
I don't know.
Go
Hour
and
and a half, 2 hours.
yeah, go back and watch that real quickly and let us know in the next.
It's
couple
just so
minutes.
funny how it's like we're all literally looking at OBS right now. We're just looking at the video editing
What
software,
map?
editing the shoe line.
Ah, Tim Gartside said major citizens. Tashi
That's
said,
wonderful.
I'm in butt fuck nowhere. I'm editing the shoo-la-la now.
In buttfuck nowhere. Is that a place?
All I know is that
Can we pull that up on the map?
I
Can we pull that up on a map, please? Like, Google-
guys? Major citizens.
Yeah, major.
So how long have we got left?
Whoa.
Are we on a timer or not?
No, we're not on a timer.
Oh, okay. So should we end it here?
Oh, yeah, we should.
Well, just no. Well, I want to ask one more thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So on your Instagram, because I
Yeah.
stalk the living fuck out of you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you're making a really cool contraption for Blaze.
Yeah. So I'm making an art project. So it's a gyroscope.
Yeah,
bring
you're making
it up.
a gyroscope orb. So you've got the orb in the middle, and
All
it's
in the middle, gyroscope.
and
all
shout
the-
out to fucking Murray. Like that is so cool.
Well, no, hold it up. This
Yeah.
is the fucking second time.
Yeah,
Tashi did this for the first, and now you're fucking doing it. It's my art project,
Murray's
Which-
art project.
which I've been working on for 2 years.
And then you got
Murray's
Murray to do it in one day.
It's been Murray's been helping me put it together.
Shout out to Murray.
Smith,
Yeah.
who's the third person of the Bag Ladies. Bag Lady 1, 2, 3. Me, Josh, and Liam.
Yeah.
Helped me exactly. Helped us to help me just come up with this idea. Brought my idea to life.
Yeah.
And then yes, Murray has helped me with more of the metal work because he knows. But it is my vision, and I'm still doing parts of that.
So what have you done for it then?
I've been doing all the other bits he's been doing with angle grinding and stuff.
Ah, okay.
And
that you
using
just
some
Oh, has that been
parts,
hurting your
but-
hands?
Yeah.
Has that been
and
hurting
you know,
your hands,
it's
man?
cost me personally $3,000 altogether to buy all the parts to make this
And
project.
so how long is it going to last?
It's fucking stainless steel. It's gonna last forever if you want it to
Yeah,
last
okay.
forever. It's not gonna fucking rust.
So
But that will be out the front of my camp at Blazing Swan.
that's cool as all hell.
Yeah.
That's
If
really
you
cool.
can, if you can get onto my Instagram, you can probably watch the.
Yeah, because have you posted anything about it yet?
I can post it again now. But
What, your story?
are you on Alex's Facebook?
I am, yes. Well, no.
Alright.
God damn. I didn't even know.
If you can get to his messages, I can send a video.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not on this fit. So I tried to log in, but it wouldn't let me.
Go
So
on the
what are you on
infrared.
then?
Go on
I'm
the
on. I'm just on the Infra-Red network. which is the.
I don't know how to send anything to
Oh, just go on the Infra-Red page and click message. You run a platform. Okay, can we get to the bottom of this? Who is the unicorn? Who is...
It's all of us.
Who's this? Yeah, I thought so. So when I sent that video, you could all see it.
Yes.
Yes.
What
Also
video?
what?
What video was it?
Oh, the horse diarrhea one.
Yeah, you're fucking disgusting. I didn't open it, and we're not going to open it. Why would I open that and watch it?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to send to you guys. It's just like it's all about a horse. And
All right,
there's a horse having
I'm sending the
trouble with
video.
toilet.
I've sent the video to the Infra-Red network. It's sending. It's sending. It's sending.
It's sending. Has it sent? Is it sending?
It's still sending.
It's still sending.
Still sending.
Okay. How sending is it?
It's like 99% done.
Damn. That's sending. Has it sent?
It's
Send.
sent. Hi, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message and appreciate your getting in.
See, I wish I could have changed that so it's like,
Im-
hi, Major, fuck off.
Yeah,
And appreciate your getting in touch.
yeah, you're getting in touch.
You need to
Thank
fix that.
you.
Yeah, look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, how awesome is that? You didn't have to add commentary to it.
Sure. Shut up, Alex. I want to
It's
hear
been
me.
so well now.
Is Murray gonna be spinning it the whole time?
All right, let's get ready to finish up the podcast.
Oh, so wait.
You've been
Oh yeah.
You've been punked.
You've been listening to the Bag Ladies special birthday edition of Alex of the Infra-Red podcast. Happy birthday, Alex. What?
I did my head on
Yeah, I
that.
pushed you.
Let me just...
Why do you
Sorry. He said it'd be funny.
break the guest?
Did you end it though?
Oh yeah, it's ending now.
Fuck yeah.